5! Woo!
Great start.
It maybe the things are starting with you playing with your fiddle cube.
No.
Oh dear. Right.
The father's doing his thing again.
The father's doing his. Welcome to our overly bright Twitch channel. Now you have your toes in our tepid waters. So I guess we better introduce ourselves. We're the Bloodthirsty Puppets. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? We're the Bloodthirsty Puppets, and today we are playing Bringing Home the Bacon using our spice system set in space. Guess we'd actually properly introduce ourselves. I am Blood, and I will make you eat food you don't like because it's funny.
And I'm thirsty. I'll make you drink things you do not want to drink because I will too.
I'm Killer Kitten. Meow.
I'm Dev Puppet.
Smooth.
Rome.
Okay, cool. Good.
I am.
And I am Tech Puppet, and I'll be playing Ennis tonight.
Ah, yes, somebody who remembered to do their character name. I'm so proud of you.
Well, you know.
I thought I'd just shame everyone in a subtle way.
That was smooth. I appreciate that. So do you want to introduce who you're playing as well?
I will be playing Captain Mac, who is a wonderful fellow.
Of
Very
course,
nice.
naturally. Sure.
I'll be playing Lola, the sexy tech genius.
I'll be playing Quinn. Playing Peppy, or the father, as he's being referred to.
Excellent, and I'm going to PM this whole adventure. General rules in chat. Don't be a tool about someone's race. Don't be a tool about someone's gender. Don't be a tool, bitch. Or a screwdriver. Yes, one of the two. Okay. Let's do the recap. So I'm going to bring up my trusty D6. My new shiny D6. Look, it's so shiny. So one being tech. Yes, nailed it. Tech and 6 being myself.
I'm glad you can identify me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so proud of myself. Oh, look, it's a 3. It's gonna be Quinn. So Dev, who are you? Let's do a quick recap.
How did we start? We were in I remember. I do remember how we started. So we were in the jungle or forest or whatever you want to call it. We made it to the temple and were scouting it out. So Mac is perched up in a tree. And we sent Lola, Father, and Ennis. I remember the session, not your names. Down to the temple to investigate and see if they can find the dude that wanted to kill Clun. They were not successful. They managed to find the one person who would be willing to give us any information and pissed them off royally to the point where he got kicked out. By lying to a known criminal, a reformed criminal.
I didn't know him that
Well, he had openly told you this.
well. Yeah, but I already lied by then. I couldn't exactly go, oh actually, yeah, true, I was an assassin.
He called you out and
someone.
openly said that you were lying.
Yeah.
Could have gone with that. But anyway,
Girl.
I digress. So that failed. They came out, told us that you didn't see anything because they're useless. So it was my turn, Quinn's turn, and Lola's turn. Lola going back in, so I went in first. Scouted out, managed to find where Clun was in the 4th floor of the largest building. And on my way back down, Lola was on her way back in. Something happened between them. Caused a problem. Oh no, nothing happened. Because Lola had already been kicked out by someone, those people that kicked her out were on their way towards us, so we needed a distraction. So Quinn, being the super intelligent, motionless bastard, pulled out his gun, fired a random shot and put it away, and I crit sneak. And managed to hit the only need to in the compound.
Smooth
Potential hate
move.
crime.
Smooth move.
Love it. And it worked perfectly. Did exactly what we needed. Got us into the building. Got into the building, scouted about a bit, set a fire because we needed to get out. And that caused... I got myself into disguise, so I looked like one of the temple healers. And led Clun out. I put the signal up, put my hood up. 2 shots later, Clun was dead, and we were all out and safe, except for Lola, who tried to jump out a window and completely fucked it up. Royally fucked it up.
I blame the dice.
She now has a damaged spine and mental ability.
Potential
mental ability, concussion. And now we're on the ship, being searched And they may or may not have found something important because we have. Oh, we have hats.
We all have hats.
The father bought us hats.
Everyone now has Stetson hats, isn't it? Is it Stetson hats? Yeah, everyone has Stetsons.
Because of this big terrorist activity, the planet is now, well, this area of the planet is now in quarantine. We are stuck on a planet with Rutai searching our ship. And we faded to black when they found a hidey hole.
We found a hidey hole.
Congratulations, Mr. Quinn, on your accidental hate crime.
Yep. That's not what they're looking for, though. They stole my gun and didn't associate that
we
with any
also
violence.
blew a bomb up as well. Look at that, great.
Yes, so this international hate crime has been made a far worse terrorist event by the fact that not only has a random Nitu, the only Nitu on the planet, been shot, not only has that happened, that the person who's head of the Rutai Tinkerers Union has been assassinated, and also there was a bomb explosion at the same temple. I think they may have a problem with people in the future. Just letting you know, Rutai may take some time, but their security's probably not going to be quite as lax anymore. Good job, guys. Good job. I'm proud of you all.
Hopefully we won't just come back to this exact place and assassinate someone again.
Hopefully,
That's a great plot idea. Thank you.
Yes, damn it, that's Sonic Temple again.
What part of my notes did you read again?
To be
Next
fair,
time
there are
it'll
very
just be
few
an airstrike.
people who need to be assassinated twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially after you guys get there.
What's the matter? Way we do it.
So
Two
in
Let's
short,
throw it
in short, it's like you spoke to Ben. He baffed you away because you were being a tard. Lauren and Quinn returned. You set fire to a building. You shot Anita. You retrieved the personal belongings of Clung, which is part 2 of your mission. Lola fell out a window. Everyone fled. Lola is actually suffering. She has suffering. She has 2 points of suffering. Everyone has hats, and the security has reached forward to get a pack from within your ship in the temple, within your thing. Because I kind of think it's funny to watch you guys do it.
And so far we have had a 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That means I'm next.
It's like you just figured out that I'm actually giving a shit about the roll.
Oh, what?
You literally went 1, 2, 3. It's like, come on, 4. There we go.
If it's 4 next week, I'm not going to be happy then.
I don't think it matters. Them's the rolls. That's how
I want to
that's
see
how I roll.
these rolls.
You never get to see the gem rollers. You wish you do see it. Okay. So yes, the last we left, there were 2 Clung agents. I better change the music because it's quite not perilous, but it's not
Who
cheerful.
was in the room with them when they...
Right. So in the room where, okay, so currently there are 2 Rutai security officers, both pretty big Rutai. One's kind of like a pale brown, and one's a very deep dark brown. And the kind of deeper darker brown is currently in the room behind the power core, which is where the father has set up his chapel. And this same chap is leaning forward, having taken apart some floor grating underneath the altar, and he's reaching for a pack. And you guys have seen Mac's eyes just go fuck, because his eyes are open wide as you realise what the fuck is going on. This creature's grabbed hold of it. It's just the 2 Rotai in there, Mac's in there, and you guys can all see Mac. It was Mac who hid the package.
I'd gone in there to offer them some food. Trying to
Yes,
distract them,
unfortunately
but
you couldn't get past them because Mac was in the doorway and the other 2 were in the room. So
How am I in the room?
you are currently in a hammock which was built by Quinn and
Where?
no Mac and
in the hold.
You're in the
near
hold.
Back. So basically the main entrance on and off the ship, you're just like kind of...
so you're
It's
close
basically like
by
a
but you
porch
can't really
onto the
see
ship.
this
Okay.
because it's A, it's behind the power core, and B, it's in basically a separate room behind the power core. So where
I'm
you
still
are,
quite high.
you are coming down. So the pain is beginning to return, but you are beginning to get some of your mental faculties back. So this is essentially where you are.
Cucumber. I charge past everyone, cram my gun up the Rutai's ass and pull the trigger.
Well done for saying cucumber first.
I'm so proud of you. Golf clap, golf clap, golf clap. Good job.
I
Alright,
will not do that.
alright.
Yeah.
So this is where we start out. The Rutai has grabbed hold of the pack underneath the altar, and yes, it is indeed the pack you hid. This pack contains all the items that Lola found when she was in Clung's room. So it has a couple of letters written in trade. It's got a couple of memory storage. It looks like memory storage devices. Some of them probably are. Some of them may or may not be. There are some keys in there. And that's essentially all that you kind of saw last minute.
Cucumber. Does anything immediately identify these as being anything of Clung?
The letters of Rutai
The
and
letters
trade.
written in Rutai and trade, yes.
Does it say signed from Clung at the bottom? Or something?
It would be Dear Union Representative Clung, head of Retail Trading Cruise Union. Yeah, this may be fairly blatantly obvious from the start.
Pack, though, are they?
They're currently all within the pack. It's
So
not the pack is
unless
like,
they-
oh, it's open and see-through. It's just a
Unless
pack
they
that's...
open up and start reading through it, they wouldn't necessarily.
Yeah, so they've currently just gone underneath, they've grabbed this pack, which has clearly been hidden, and they pull it out. And this is where we're starting. So,
Who's going to be the first person?
what's
to
this?
pull
And
that?
he looks at his mate, and he throws it over to his mate, that's sort of like the paler one. And he opens up the pack and starts to like look through it in the middle of this room. So.
I'm going to see it. I'm going to easy. There's some more letters.
He looks back at his mate. Looks back at you. Like,
They're private, right?
unless your name's Clum.
Yeah. What? You don't have a pen name?
Excuse me.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. You can make a manipulate check, but nothing short of a crit is going to get you through this.
Crit,
Oh, come
crit
on.
it. Come on.
Because
I'm
it's
invoking
blatantly
a
written to
legendary-
the leader of the group. Like, you
There's no
cannot
point.
convince him your name is
There's no
Clun.
point in doing a legendary point if it's only a crit anyway.
Crit!
Oh my god!
Legendary crits!
Oh my god!
As per usual, my house rules, you get your legendary point back because you crit. It's clearly meant to be. Jesus wept.
Ah!
Oh my god! A 1 in 12.
You never would have thought it. He's actually Clum's ghostwriter.
He looks at you. Ghostwriter, huh? Well, I don't see anything else untoward. If this is the truth, then fair enough. He puts it back in the bag, pulls the drawstring, puts it back under, carefully puts the grate back in. They spend like the next like hour looking around the rest of the ship. They, you know, they've been here for like but they happily take your food, and they like the taller, dark one has a conversation with you about exactly what a ghostwriter is. But about an hour later, they've had their fill, they've eaten their food, and they bundle their way off the ship.
I feel like you skipped like a page of your notes.
Actually, you've only skipped a paragraph, so...
Okay.
Just out of interest, because you apparently just spent half an hour having a chat with these guys. What were their names?
Oh, their names are Trunk, who is the taller, darker one, and Ick, which is the kind of the paler one.
Trunky.
Trunk and Ick. I-C-K. Okay, I'm going to come off of the perilous music now, because it's too funny.
Who needs peril?
Nobody needs peril.
Oh my god.
Wow, that was incredible.
Oh.
That
Oh.
is the best bit of blagging I've ever done. See? Blagging works.
But they need to, or were they Rutai?
They're Rutai. You're currently in the Rutai system on a Rutai planet.
On for that one, because I was going to go. It's a diplomatic packet. We're here to deliver it. We heard he's dead and we're leaving. Like, it's mine.
Wow. Okay,
I'm aware I
that's
didn't have to pull that one off.
that's amazing. Okay. About an hour later, through community. Is there anything you guys want to do? It's about an hour later before the next thing happens. So, is there anything you guys are doing in the meantime, or other than just like holy shit?
Are we waiting to take off now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're waiting for clearance. You've been searched, but you're waiting for clearance to come back.
I'm going to go and like find my little vials of essential oils and like put things that smell nice near Lola to make her feel better. Because aromatherapy is part of my essential training.
Aww.
Thank you, Matt.
I know almost nothing about medicine.
You
I
said-
have been trained of own eternity.
Yeah, there'll be a few checks, but it probably won't take you more than 5 minutes.
Okay.
So you could probably, by the time you get the receive, and then like this is the time you'll be launched, that'll be the time you do your pre-checks.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you session points for that because that was fucking hilarious. That was awesome. Aw, I love little character movements. They're so cute. Yes, I used the word cute about you. Shut up. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do? He's currently doing aromatherapy. You're kind of checking over the ship.
There's nothing I can do in half an hour that I want to be doing.
About an hour, yeah. Yeah, I gave him a session point. Yeah. So you have 3 legendary points, 1 left over from last time. You should at least 1 more session.
Does Tepid know how to use the comms?
Yeah. You would all be versed in the basics. You wouldn't be like, hey, I can do a masterpiece on it, but you would all be versed in the basics of how to operate the
He's
ship.
just going to have a bit of a mad 5 minutes and just open the comms and yell, where's my amulet?
Well,
Okay,
when that happens,
so-
we're going to restrain you and take the heads out.
So as soon as you yell this, you begin to hear like a series of grunts in reply. Like, and you realise it's in Rutai, so you don't understand what they're saying.
Can we all hear this or just him?
Oh, he's just him, so he's got headset on.
Yeah, we take. I assume we've ripped the headset off him now.
Yes.
I'm going to just like apologise in Rutai and say sorry. Someone got their headset. My apologies.
Oh gosh, was that the injured person you were talking about?
Yeah, she's really high.
Wow.
Hey!
She sounds very, very deep. Obviously, must be the drugs affecting her quite deeply.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can do about getting you moved a bit further. It still takes about an hour, but you have definitely moved up the list, so it still takes about an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hang it back up and just like turn the transmitter off in case it doesn't do that again.
Beautiful. Quinn, what are you up to, dude?
Absolutely nothing. I'm going to sit in the chair and swing.
Okay. Okay.
Dude, not in public.
Yeah.
And not on your own. That's not swinging. That's just masturbating.
Yeah.
Lola, you're
I'm
coming
high.
down.
I'm
You're coming down.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're beginning to feel the pain, but
Actually,
something does smell gloriously sweet.
How often was I supposed to take the? The
Basically, so I think we gave you rations for 3 days. They were
Yeah.
purchased 3 days.
3 days worth of healing required, painkillers, and no
Antibiotics.
So I'll go give them to her because I brought them off the woman. I can give them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So essentially, you need to take them every 6-ish hours.
How long's it been?
I know about 6-ish hours. Should we
Okay.
go with?
Yeah.
That's a nice round number. Let's go with that.
Been 5 minutes.
5 minutes, man. She's so high.
No, I take my
Well,
next one.
one has to check
Okay.
these things.
Just as yeah. Okay. Yeah, you take that then. That's fine. All right. Okay. In that case, you get clearance come through. It says the Danny boy is clear to leave. You may depart on vector at course. And he gives you coordinates and time.
Cool.
Okay. Take a piloting check for me.
Take off calmly and slowly.
Yes. And not like you've just shot someone.
Nice.
That's fine.
Boy racer.
So 14.
Yeah, it's fairly easy check for you because you've done this pretty much all the time. Yeah, you managed to take off nice and smooth. It's probably the smoothest flight you guys have had in quite a while, which Lola would appreciate if she wasn't so high off her gold.
La 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 la.
Yeah, you're now back at basically high off your face level.
I can still smell the sweet aroma.
Oh yeah. You're getting like beautiful hints of like lemongrass, and you get some lavender coming through as well. Of
I
course.
feel like I'm in a field.
Yes, you feel like you're in a field back home, which makes you a little bit sad, but it doesn't really because you're high and don't give a fuck.
You're like
Actually,
pandas
no.
riding unicorns.
No, it wouldn't make me sad.
Okay, so you have taken
Yeah,
off.
it would make me angry.
God damn it! So you,
Meadows!
but you're currently unable to do anything about it. Yeah.
Just locked in a little hateful nightmare.
Okay. You are now flying. You've now taken off. You've taken away from Talil. Where do you guys wish to go now? What do you wish to do?
Well, we're supposed to go and meet back up with Helena, weren't we?
We need
But
to
so
be
we
info?
double checked and make sure we've got the right info first. So we want to check those files.
Yeah. So
Our
mission.
hacker is currently
Well, yeah, but we've also got paperwork. So if someone wants to check the paperwork.
There
out.
isn't paperwork. No.
I thought we were letters.
Oh, there were letters. Sorry. Yeah, there were letters.
Might check the letters. See if there's anything useful in them.
You're not the only one who knows trade.
Oh, really?
Everyone knows trade.
I know Rutai, but not written Rutai. So
Okay.
No.
Not
No.
standards.
No.
Letters.
Not really. No.
I could read like signs like toilets this way or something.
Yeah, you can read the absolute basics of getting around. Like,
I could read
I would
like,
like,
baby or something.
yeah, you'd be able to order yourself a, you'd be able to order yourself an ambulance, but that's probably the extent of what you can do. Alright,
Okay.
just wait like ambulance.
Do you want, as well, the only other techish person, do you want to try and
Hey.
go?
I have tech use. I'm fine with my tech use.
I thought, sorry, I thought
I'm
Ennis
very
was the only.
Of course I can do it. How
person.
dare you?
Yes!
We all have like.
Give that here.
tech use, I think.
Yeah, I mean mine's only one higher than yours.
He's flying the ship. Give it here.
Okay, someone look through the flash drives.
Yes. I shall do it.
So
while,
what?
while they're doing that, is there any like way of like reading news? Like, do we have like effectively like
Is that like
You
a
want to know if
BBC
they've been
does
24?
like BBC News something I can check?
Yeah, you could set comms to like local traffic.
I'm gonna do that just because I think my guy would be interested in trying to keep up with
Okay.
news to see if any news.
I'm gonna get back to
discoveries
you because these guys said they were doing something
Yeah, that's
first.
cool.
You,
That's
cut
what I'm
across.
doing.
Is there more than one of these flash drives? You
there's
said one.
Hang on.
drives?
There are 2 that look like drives. And there are
Assume
2
we-
letters
assume
and
we
2
have, like,
keys.
More than one workstation to check these things. Right,
Absolutely,
I
yeah.
give one to Mr. Quinn.
We simultaneously check these. Please read these out simultaneously to us.
The computer breaks
Well, I
and
just meant that I
overloads.
don't take both of them and leave them with nothing to do.
Okay,
Come on, I really hope there's some viruses on them.
yeah,
I'm
once
assuming
it's
we have
spawned.
some sort of like PDA type thing that's not connected to a ship that we can plug it into.
I did.
Lola does. Lola has PDA.
I'm going to take Lola's PDA.
Better not break that thing.
You hear like, you're like, alright, cool, wicked. Alright, I'm gonna start with Mac because he's on my right. Right, so what are you doing?
I'm just attempting to open it, see what's there, sort of troll through it, read
So
the
what are you opening? The flash drive or the letters or the flash drive? Right, flash drive, okay.
I'll give it sight.
I can't read the letters, so...
You can read the one in trade, but you can't read the one in root time.
That's great.
Because you can't read root time.
Anyone can read the one in trade, we can do that later.
Okay, so can you take a tech use for me? So you get this flash drive, you plug it into the thing, and then it gives you a bunch of like this like interface option. This is your tech use.
7.
Okay. So you open it up and you realise this isn't actually a flash drive that stores information. It's more like an authenticator key. So this will need to be plugged into something else to allow you to open said terminal, unless you're an extremely good hacker. But you know that this kind of level, this is beyond you. You're thinking more that this is Lola level.
So you need to wait until Lola is not high.
Unless you had higher, but yeah, you basically go, yeah, it's an authenticator key. You've got enough knowledge to know that, you know, because you are slightly skilled at what you're doing. It's slightly easier than looking at a box and a bunch of boxes. Yeah, you basically look and go, yeah, that's an authenticator key. You need to plug that into something else. This is beyond my level of encryption.
Excellent.
Alright.
I'm going to go and read the letter in trade while you guys listen.
Okay, let's move on to yours. So, again, you take this, you're plugging into her PDA. Okay, excellent. I'm glad you took that one. Alright, plug it in.
I rolled a 1. It was 6.
You struggle to interface the 2 together. You're pretty sure Lola has a bunch of wires, but you're not sure which one, and you spend like a good 5-10 minutes trying to figure out which one to plug in. And then you realise, hang on a minute, it doesn't go into the wires, it has to go into a socket because it's a memory kind of stick, so you plug it in, it's like, okay, right. And it pops up, but it's written in so far as you're concerned, it's written in Lola. You're like, oh, okay. But you spend a while trying to sift through the Lola-isms on the PDA, and eventually you work out that this is also an authenticator key. Right, letter in trade. Sorry. Okay, the letter in trade. Because you two haven't... I'm going to assume that you two would have spoken to each other about what you found.
Probably in the same boat.
Yeah. Okay, you would have found that your one, the one you're holding on to, is actually the reason that you struggled compared to his one is that the encryption on that one is far more secure. As in, if you're going to do it by levels, like this would be like a level 12 and his like a level 4. Like one's personal, one's professional. Okay, that's probably what I can give you on a 6. That's only fair.
Really, they need Lola not to be high.
You could use the authenticator keys. Don't necessarily need a hacker to do it.
On what?
Exactly. On what? That's the question. That would be more a question for someone who's got a better tech use than a 6 and a 7. Or a 6 and a 9, or whatever it was. It was pretty low. Okay, the letter in trade. The letter in trade, let me just find the correct page. The letter in trade has been sent to... it's sent to Clung. It's actually just labelled, Dear Clung. It's not like any formal greeting like the other one that the Ruto picked up, said, head of the Tinkerers Union. This one's just like, Dear Clung. We would like to thank you for the instalment that you have just put upon your purchase. We are very much mid build right now. Your panic room will be ready probably within a certain amount of time. Probably by the time it goes around the Earth. Goes around the solar light. It'll be before then. But yeah, the work is going exceptionally well. It won't be too long. The connection between your home providing a bit of trouble because of the tree system that we were talking about before, the tree with the dark green leaves and the tree with the kind of yellower leaves. Their root systems are kind of making it a bit difficult, but nothing we can't surpass, given enough, time. Thank you very much, and we'll be looking forward to your next payment. And it's signed. I better write his name down because I forgot to write his name down.
That's the right hand speaks.
Bert. His name should be Bert. Fuck it.
Dictated.
Yes, dictated but not signed by Bert.
I like the technical, especially with the trees as well. Anyone who had trouble getting through the trees and described them by the colour of their leaves is clearly not someone who knows anything.
They're pretty lax, to be honest.
It's in trade. It probably wouldn't have words for specific species of tree.
Yeah, it's dictated but not signed by Bert, which could be anything.
Oh, sad story. You'll never speak to him again.
You probably won't get paid.
He's never going to get his money now.
Does it state where the house is?
Yes, it has an address. It says 2 Guildhall.
Would that be somewhere we recognise?
Yes, you recognise that the Guildhall is actually the Rutai Tinkerers Union's head base
On this planet or a different planet?
on Kuzon.
Okay.
It has all the little kind of like Kuzon, that kind of thing. You get the address.
It gives the
from
postcode and then the planet.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Hey, you 21.
CU301. Something along those lines. Yeah, you basically get the general gist of where this is. Yes, it is on Kuzon. Yes, it is essentially the Prime Minister's office, home, which is next to the Guildhall.
No.
Is there anything else you get from the letter? No, that's pretty much all you get from the letter of trade, I'm afraid. So what do you guys do now? You have looked through, found 2 authenticated keys, 1 letter.
Don't forget the actual keys.
Yeah, there are actually 2 keys, yeah 2 genuine keys.
I doubt they're going to be much use to us on the ship.
Okay, on the news channel, not that we have a news channel, but you can pick up by putting on like local traffic. There is a lot of chatter. Okay, we'll call it oh my gosh,
Galaxy Radio.
I'm not calling it Galaxy Radio. That's so lame.
Who's on radio?
RFM.
RFM.
KFM.
Amulet FM.
GFM.
CNN.
Galaxy.
Syrian News Network.
Alright, okay. We'll go with CNN.
Yeah.
And it's all talk radio. All talk is like run by this. It's run by a human who clearly he only went to the moon because he was really good at dropping some sick beats.
He's the moon DJ.
He's the main DJ. He can drop some like sick beats on a dime sort of thing. Right? And he's got like this like all talk radio. You get the feeling. No, in fact, you two would probably know. He got this by simply the fact that nobody could out-talk him when he said he's going to do this. So they set him up with it.
Is he just like in his own, like in a tiny office somewhere, broadcasting across the whole galaxy?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
He's working for a room cupboard somewhere.
Yeah. He's probably got his own like circulating thing, but yeah.
So you've got some like poorly spoofed like Tony Whitebird sitting in a little office like this big with a pair of turntables in front of him. Just like, hello, Radio Land.
Yeah. So it's not all talk radio. He drops it occasionally like club mix. It's not great. Oh, this actually works even better than I thought it would.
You can do your beatboxing as well.
No, I'm not doing that. I am not comfortable enough with that right now.
Cucumber, is there a request phone line?
Oh, good.
Comms line.
No.
Frequency.
He likes his music too much.
It's pirate radio. No one knows where he is.
Would you call it after
I
there
would call
was?
it.
Yeah, screw it. Yeah, it's pirate radio.
Asking
He's actually he's going around all the different systems using the communications network to broadcast his signal. And honestly, you'd be able to stop him. You have a feeling he's probably in this like little ship or something, just like
Broadcasting
rocking
live
it hard.
from dark space.
Yeah, from the void.
Where the butts can't find me.
You hear this. You hear the music going off. Like it's some sort of like trance thing, and he literally like scratches the record as it comes off. It's like, this is the latest news. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Klung, the leader of the Rutai trade union, he is finito. He's dead. Like, the spirit of his life has been snuffed out. He's brown bread. He's toasted. Some sort of incident went down on Talil, their little planet. And like their temple, their most sacred temple, has been blown apart. Nito are dead, left, right, and centre. There's fires. The tree is on fire, the last I heard. But Klung, the leader of the Rutai Tingers Association, is toasted. He's dead. My gosh, what is this going to mean for the future of our entire civilization? And back to trance. Puts the trance record back
And
on.
now, the root sandstorm.
I think you've like routed this onto the intercom for the whole shit. So I'm just sitting there like, I'm on the radio.
As is he, as is he, as is she.
Yeah. Mainly me.
There you go. That's what I'm going to need to give this guy a name, aren't I?
Yeah.
Oh man, I have a feeling he's going to keep going back to bite me in the ass.
He's going to keep going back.
It's
Two dog. Ah.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
5 cat.
4chan.
DJ Moon.
Oh man.
DJ
Slim
Moon.
Boy Chop.
DJ Moon. DJ Moon.
DJ Moon. Okay. DJ Moon. DJ Moon.
We may have to hunt
Oh
down DJ
man,
Moon
I'm
at
gonna
some
probably
point.
need to re-listen to this so I can remember what the hell he sounds like, who he is. Wow. Oh, that was
He sounded vaguely American.
Yeah.
he did, yeah. It's like I've been practicing an American accent for the last few days.
To be fair, it could just be that there's a group of people on some like pirate radio ship who just broadcasted.
No, it's gonna be one dude on his own. One dude on his own in a ship in the middle of fucking nowhere.
One dude on
CNN.
his own with his
just,
Harry.
who just broadcast 24/7. Like, does this dude not sleep?
Every now and then, like.
He gets
crowd
micro sleep.
broadcast.
He gets micro sleep, yeah. So he gets like 20. He gets puts on like a
We
20-minute
eventually
trance
find
track.
him. He's just like, all this is just empty coffee
During that
mugs
20 minutes
everywhere.
drop, he has a cat nap.
Yeah, he has catnap. Yeah, he has catnap.
Get the odd, like, I'm so fucking lonely. Anyway!
Oh, do you remember that
Every
time
so
when
often he just cuts to like the best of DJ Moon and he goes to sleep or like has like a psychotic episode.
yeah. Or he goes to like buy things, yeah. Anyway, that's enough of DJ Moon. This is unreal. Okay. 2 things I didn't expect tonight. 1, you're gonna blag your way past the security officer. 2, DJ Moon. It's fine, it's fine.
Oh, in fact, we now have now have news radio.
News radio. Syrian news network. Okay, what are you guys doing now after this announcement's been... So you're now hearing like this trancey, like dubsteppy thing coming across the radio.
Sweet. Well, I'm going to go chat to these guys because I assume we've...
You're floating about in space because you haven't told me where you're going.
well, we want to head back towards, as far as I'm aware, we want to head back towards Helena, so I'm going to set a course to the
Was
nearest...
it someone else who wanted these documents, or is it Helena?
Well, Helena, what?
Basically, your job is to get the information about the old ones from Klung's personal files,
Right.
and then essentially that was the part of the mission that didn't have a time restraint. It's generally accepted that you kind of get it to Helena by the time you meet up officially next time, which will be 7 days' time.
So we still need to get this information.
Yeah,
All we have is
at the
the
moment
keys.
I'm not aware that you guys haven't got it, so I'm probably...
And you're going to set...
But for now, because I've literally just taken off and I'm just like, setting my course, as far as I'm concerned, we're going to go back to home base.
Yeah, so you're heading back towards the Mesring.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. It would take you a while to get back to Mesring
I'll
anyway,
go
so
and talk to these guys anyway, and we'll have time to change our plan before then.
continue forward. Oh, we're going to need to write him up. I'm so going to need to write this guy up. Anyway, yeah. So currently your ship is on. Currently your ship is on autopilot towards the Mesbury. So it's up to you guys. What are you guys doing now? I assume you're probably going to share this information.
Yeah. Okay, so if the data we don't want here, I'm assuming it's on this dude's, like, in his office or something. Like these keys, do they look like they fit in a safe or a door?
They look like keys. They look like they fit in a lock.
Does anyone want to do a perception check or anything?
You can
Do investigation.
Or a knowledge check?
You
Something?
take
I
just
can't
take
do
a
anything.
perception check. Just perception check.
Probably a knowledge check or something.
I don't really mind, as long as you can justify it.
Seeing as my knowledge and sneak are the same, can I use like thief knowledge? Or, like
You've got
stealthy
6
knowledge?
off of a 1.
No.
No, as in just like
Knowledge
because they're the
is
same. Like assume that I have knowledge about sneaky things.
Okay.
And sneaky knowledge,
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
not cumulative, just because they're the same number.
Yeah, that's
What
fine.
did you
Yeah.
get?
I got 5.
They look like keys are going to
6.
lock.
I
They
got-
look like keys are definitely going to lock.
I got a 9.
They both appear to be door type ones, so you wouldn't assume like something you would put into open, say a padlock. They're a bit more beefier
Are they
than
the
that.
same?
What doors
So
and...
they're duplicates of each other? Or
No, they're different. They are different.
How
Yes.
would it take me to come out of my not
Probably about
uncommunicated
4
state?
hours. Probably about 4 hours. Probably about 3 hours from where you are now.
So we'll talk to you next session.
You're probably vaguely aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
I tell you, if you want to try and fight your way through it, it's going to cost you. But you could do a mental endurance save for me.
Will there be a poison resist?
No, because it's her willpower to try and fight through this.
Probably lift your arm up when you're rolling.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Nice.
I've still got the -2 on the suffering though, haven't I?
Yes, you do.
11.
You're in quite a bit of pain if you're fighting your way through this, but you can sort of just about hold on to the grasp, the general gist of what's going on. So yeah, you can be vaguely more useful, but not like, I know everything I used to know, like, hang on a minute. It's like you're that point where you've just hit that adrenaline rush moment when you're really drunk and shit, you need to do something. You're not totally with it, but you're kind of there.
Okay.
Kind of.
Guys, what have you found?
Encryption keys.
Yeah.
Lots of keys.
Lots of keys.
Looks like a letter talking about this dude's house at Coos.
No files.
Nothing relevant. Unless you can find something on these keys.
Basically, this leader was having a safe room built near his house. We don't have an exact location. Here are 2 encryption keys.
And 2 physical keys.
Does this tablet have Google Translate?
No.
Does it have Lola Translate?
No,
Sorry?
it doesn't have local translation.
Which keys are you looking at?
I should be just
The authentication keys or the keys? You want to look at the authenticator keys? Okay. That'll be tech use.
I'll let him do that.
Yeah,
so
we'll
that's
look at
what- that's
which
what I
one are you
was gonna
looking at? The professional one or the home one? They will have different modifiers.
Okay. The home one.
Okay.
10.
The home one, you basically plug it into. Are you plugging it into Lola's, or are you plugging it into the general opening one, the kind of like general terminal on the ship?
No.
Lola's. Okay. In that case, makes it slightly easier. You basically put it in, and unlike Quinn, you actually manage to open something in it. You're like, oh wait, dude, why don't you just hit the X and you find the obvious opening tool for you, and you find that this indeed belongs to Clum. It gives you his exact home address, and it's essentially cycling through like a 32-bit encryption. So you know where it goes, and you also know that this key will only work in his personal computer. Not like like Clung rules kind of is his home PC. It's clearly labelled something stupid like Clung Clungs or something.
Perfect.
Can I have a look at the professional one?
Yes, you are under suffering, so just. But I assume you're using your PDA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would I use anything
Give
else?
that
I know, I
back.
just want to double check. I just wanted to double
Just
check.
so you don't have to get out of bed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you can do everything from your bed. You're fine.
Correct.
Right.
Okay. For you, this is like child's play. You're like, what the fuck is this? You put it in like bath, and like to you guys, it looks like she's like, and to you, you're like, oh my, I'm so high, I don't really know. It's like the slowest thing you've ever done, but everyone's like, what the fuck is she doing? It's like magic.
The green
You
decks
papped
are
your way
flying
in.
everywhere.
And you find out this is actually for his workstation, which is, as you find out from the authenticator, will only work in his PC, his terminal within the guild hall, and it's within his private office there. Essentially, this is the PMs for the entire Rutai civilization. You have got the authenticator key for their leader, and it will only work in his PC or his terminal. However, because you've got a crit, I'm going to say that you basically, you know that within about given like 2 or 3 hours at your normal competency, you could probably make a lot of duplicates of this.
If you can stay awake. for 3
If you
hours.
could stay awake, yeah. So it would take you about 3 hours, and then you could make one at your current competency level, being that you're still high.
Okay, so can make one.
You can make one every 3 hours, but you will need some spare flash drives.
Do we have some of them?
I'm going to say you probably have like 1 or 2 hanging around between you. Just know, like when you wander around, some people just have the occasional memory stick on them. She could probably like wipe that and put new ones on there, or put a fake system in.
Why would I want to make a spare?
Why would you want to?
Yeah.
I'm not going with that. I'm not going to tell
It'd be
anyone.
useful in
Dude,
case
it's
we
like
lose one
President's
at break.
launch codes. Why would you not want the spare?
Good point.
Also, then we could give one back to them, and they wouldn't be like, "Oh, it's missing."
Yeah.
But to be fair, they think it's burned to them in the building
Well, you
anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It's missing. We need to change up the codes. No, you don't. Here, it's
I have my
mysteriously
own
showed
way of
up.
spelling the root fire. Leave me alone.
Wrong.
I don't.
She can spell it and pronounce it however she wishes. I don't give a fuck.
Guys, I seem to have found Clung's home address, and this
Whoa.
key is only going to work in his own computer at his home address. So we might need to pop there at some point.
So between the two of you,
I relay.
yeah, between the two of you, you work out that actually the Klung's home address, he's taken up residence within the kind of the Rutai Tinkerers Union's leader. He's taken up residence next door to the Guild Hall. So they are basically right next door to each other.
Convenient.
Does it say in the letter that he was getting a link between the two of them?
Yes.
So would we be able to figure out from that we may be able to access his working terminal from his home PC?
If that's what you wish to work out from that, then that's what you wish to work out from that.
Panic room.
Yeah,
Probably. Not from his actual terminal.
Yeah. So might be able to go into his house and through that get into his work machine without having to go into the work terminal.
And it sounds really weird.
Sorry, I was,
Don't, please don't.
Would his work machine be in the panic room? It said that he had a panic room, didn't it? Say? It said it was linking it to his home, I assume, rather than his work.
I don't know, if you had a panic room, you'd probably have to link to it.
Well, yeah,
The
you wouldn't have a
work
link.
one
You wouldn't have.
definitely needs
You wouldn't have
to
two
go to his work
entrances to
terminal
it.
though.
I mean, there are two ways people could break in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the work one definitely needs to go to his work terminal.
Oh yeah.
Let's pop there and find out.
I reckon his home would probably be less guarded so we could get it first.
Well,
They're right next door to each
they're
other.
right next door to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just go there.
Set a course for there.
Okay, I'll go and set a course for Guzon.
Okay.
That's
And
great.
while
That's a profoundly weird experience.
What?
You can go into the city on a route I would. Really odd. I tend to have them.
No. This is probably one of the only cities here.
How many rolls do you want me to take to stay awake for the next 3 hours?
Okay, so it's probably going to take you about... It's probably going to take, because you went forward a bit and had to double back, it's probably going to take you about 4 hours to get back to Coos. Because you obviously went to Coos, came across again. Take a physical save for me.
I assist
Yeah.
with rousing aromatherapy and tea.
I'm going to let you decide whether that's a bonus or not. He's making you think of the meadows of home.
No.
Okay, then.
I was thinking more like a hot cup of tea and things.
A
Like, to wake you
hot
up,
cup
sort
of tea
thing.
would,
You know.
but the aromatherapy is making me angry.
Rather
at
than
home.
like sleepy stuff like I was giving you before to make you relax. Now
Oh.
it's like wake
Stimulants, all the
Okay,
stimulants.
alright, it's different then. So yes, it would be
Okay,
helping.
that's fine. Yeah, you can.
How much save does it
I will change the difficulty to dependent.
Okay.
up. Also the annoyance may help. He's like, here, drink this. Like, you just bugger off. No, have some chamomile. No, not chamomile. Coffee.
Coffee in English.
Oh, great.
Oh, great. Hot, yeah.
See,
8.
See, he's an annoyance.
You basically hit like 2 hours through, and then you just can't help it. Your eyes close and you drift off to sleep. Literally, you were in the middle of tapping. You just go, and your hammock begins to swing slightly from side to side.
Does anyone want to try and wake me up?
But
They
he's
won't
there
notice.
giving you tea, so...
He's your nursemaid currently, so it's entirely up to him.
Do you want to try and wake me up?
Experience has told me this is a bad idea. So what I'll do is I'll stand slightly further away and poke her with something, so that she can't just slap me.
Nah. Do I wake up?
They get a broom hand back, gently poke her with it, like, get up!
Take a physical for me. This is gonna be quite difficult. You are exhausted.
No.
No, because I'm
No.
just rocking the hammock more.
Yeah, you're just making a swing, and that's actually making your sleep slightly better. Your painkillers are beginning to wear off again, but not to the point where you begin to wake up.
Yeah.
When you wake up, you're going to be in agony because you haven't had some.
Can I just charge the hammock?
Yes, you can charge the hammock of the woman whose back has been broken.
Why?
To try and wake you up.
Okay.
You
Wow.
just shouting at it, or you do a run and shove it.
Yeah, just run and go.
Okay, I need you to take a unarmed attack roll.
I'm asleep. I can't even save myself.
I think there
couldn't
might be
do it.
defensive tackling involved.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. We need to keep our delegate steady, and he's just like, "Ah!"
5.
As you
Defensive
charge
tackle.
your way forward, Mac puts his leg out and you just go, whoa! And you slide underneath and basically hit the wall.
Oh, thank God.
What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Trying to help.
The woman's back is broken. What are you doing?
It'll get better.
Back to the chapel. Go and pray for her.
I just go cough.
Probably useless, but it's more than you're doing now.
Wow! Quinn, what are you doing in all this madness?
I'm just going to look back.
Maybe I'll find my amulet.
Mr. Quint, make sure he doesn't leave the chapel.
Mr. Quinn. Okay, excellent. Alright,
Go and guard him.
I assume I've set autopilot, yeah?
yeah,
Cool. I want to go and find Quinn.
okay.
I'm guarding the father.
Alright, so as after this chaos has happened and Alola's like basically nodded off, you think, okay, fine, we're going to go back and hang around. So, you find Quinn hanging by the power core. He's keeping an eye on the father, but he's not actually in the father's room. So you two can have some time.
Cool. Like, have you thought about how we're going to get in when we arrive at this place?
I assume one of the keys will help us.
I mean, like, subtly, I suppose there's going to be someone at the door wondering why a bunch of humans have just walked into the residence of their recently assassinated leader.
I'm counting on the fact that we have the keys would be less. Actually, it might be more specific. Yeah.
So, humans
Probably
walking in
more.
there would be rare anyway, especially unaccomplished by anyone.
Companies.
Humans aren't that rare. It's the first planet we settled.
Yeah, but I mean, just like going into the prime
Oh, yeah,
minister's space. If someone walked in, like, you know, you're like the soldiers were sitting there and suddenly 5 blokes walked up to them before and just let themselves in, they were like, do we know them?
Oh, yeah. True enough, yeah.
Carry on, back to where you were.
I imagine they'd have assistants or people investigating. We could maybe pass ourselves off as one of them.
I'm thinking, do
We
we
have a
want
key, therefore it would be probably less suspicious that we are not breaking and entering, we're just letting ourselves in.
do we want to try and maybe like forge some IDs or something in case we do get questioned?
Do you know how to forge IDs?
I could give it a shot.
I
Might
don't-
be
It's definitely not in your wheelhouse.
It's not something
No,
that I
it's not.
can do.
It's not something I've done before, but I mean, yeah, our tech expert may be able to hack into the system and.
Our
do
tech
something.
expert is currently incapacitated.
It is now, but there's no reason we've got to do this right away. We could, like, you know, give her a day or two to recover. We don't need to like rush in there instantly.
True, there's no. We've done the time sensitive job.
Yeah, you know you have about 7 days before you meet Helena again.
Yeah.
And that's generally when you want to have your missions complete by. Unless they're obviously supposedly supposed to be longer.
I'm assuming Rutai aren't too quick on changing passwords after an event anyway. They don't strike me as the kind of people in a rush.
Well, it's a physical key, so
I meant the terminal.
Keys like that in there.
we'll see
You
what
can
happens.
Cucumber, you could technically wait until I'm better.
That's
And then I
right.
could join you.
Just wait 3 days.
So yeah, we could just go chill somewhere.
Picturing the fake ID she'd make at the moment, it's kind of like a credit card with like a large cock drawn in rubber. Like drawn in crayon, like, yeah, this will get you past them. Like, this isn't going to do anything.
Okay, so after
It'll
you two have
get
had
you-
this.
it'll get you into any gentleman's club.
Probably not a Kuzon. So, okay, you two have had this discussion about what it is you may or may not be doing. So what are you guys doing now? Are you going to wait for Lola to get better, or are you just going to plough in and hope for the best?
Well,
Captain?
Oh, we can always go down there and scope out the area.
exactly.
Yeah,
We
while
can
we
land
wait
and
for-
check out anyway. Might be able to investigate some of the security and see
Yeah.
what's going on.
We don't have to make an attempt to enter. We could always try and see if we get stopped. If we
Yeah.
get stopped, we walk away.
You know, time critical phase is over. You know?
Yeah.
We just need to try and get this done. No hurry on.
Also,
Very
might
calm
be able to get some information.
Very calm moment.
The phase I was told I might be killed over is over, so hey.
You sure it's just that phase?
I choose
There's
to
a
believe
wig.
so.
There's a wiggle in the back of your mind, thinking
I choose to
maybe,
believe so.
maybe.
I choose to believe so.
But selective
Like
reality
aromatherapy, I
is picking
choose to believe.
All right. Okay, so tell me what your plan is. What you guys do?
Well, going to Coos and going to settle down somewhere.
Mhm.
somewhere reasonably close to
Right.
the place, the PM space, but not
So, I'm assuming the love of God, please let Lola rest.
yeah.
Excellent. All right, you make your way to Keys. As you arrive, you know that the Guildhall. I'll give this to you. You probably would know. The Guildhall is north of the Fields of Desolation, which you can all see from outer space. You know that there are 2 places where you need to register to land. For example, one near the Fields of Desolation, because it's a huge area in which a lot of people be there, and near the Guildhall, because it's pretty much one of the only real cities that there is of the Rutai. You are well aware, if you don't want to land in any of those zones, you can, being the sneaky bastard you are, you can park your ship, land your ship, in these non-registered zones, but you would need to find them and you'd need to avoid the patrols.
Easiest to pay. How much is it?
It's probably about 10-15 credits, something along those lines.
Is that a day or?
No, just to
dock
dock your area.
It's not worth us trying to constantly fly around. If we're trying to go out and do jobs, we don't want to have someone sit there on the ship.
Also, the Black Ops should be really clean paper trail.
Can you speak up a little bit?
Nice.
Paper trails aren't exactly our friends.
Well, we can pay in cash. There's no need to actually write back to them.
No, I mean we're registering with them.
Okay.
That's the paper trail.
Can do.
Give them a fake name.
Well,
The name of your ship is the Danny Boy. Yeah.
Is it written in giant red letters?
it doesn't really matter. We're not associated to anyone. So.
No one knows about
You would know that this ship is registered to Helena back in.
Also, the ship
Back in
did
sea.
just go from the place where someone was assassinated.
Yeah. Where it gave its name and registration.
But no one knows about the Black Ops thing.
No, but they do know we were where someone was just assassinated.
I'm high, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right, Doug. No one knows where a Black Ops is.
Okay.
You're doing well.
Actually, no, I'm
So,
asleep. I'm not even talking.
I'm happy.
You're
Yeah,
mumbling
you
in
were.
your sleep.
I'm happy to stay on the ship and make sure that any patrols come past and slip away if you guys want to go.
Once you've landed,
keep an eye
you
on
don't
them.
really need to keep an eye on the patrols as long as you cover from above. But it's
Okay.
actually getting to a point where you can land without the patrols picking you up.
Okay. Let's try and do that.
Take.
Loyalty?
You 3 take knowledge checks for me, please. Security, him and him. You'd like to borrow a drink? You'd like to borrow some drugs? Are you going to give that to me afterwards?
I can bring them back to you.
Oh, nice.
9.
14.
9. You're vaguely aware of this. You 2 know for sure. You need to fly your ship low. You need to fly it slow, and that will keep you off of potential pings and radars. So disturb the atmosphere as least as you can. Now it's down piloting check, yes. Given that they've given you this knowledge, I'm going to give you a bit of advantage. Welcome.
That's pretty good.
I'm going to go and monitor navigation for pings.
Okay.
Monitor comms.
Okay. Both of you roll. Tech uses or piloting or whichever skills you
13,
deem
so-
appropriate. Okay. Then you'll definitely need help.
I got 8.
Oh.
I got a 6. Just monitoring for ships in the area.
I might burn legendary for 3 roll on.
Okay.
Crit.
Nice.
Okay.
Legendary quick.
No, it's another
Despite the fact that
Do I get my
that's
legendary for that?
yeah, because you crit and
I got a legendary crit, yeah.
Well, the legendary rerolls.
it's a re-roll, so
Yeah.
no, you don't get it back. Sorry. It is still legendary. Despite the fact that that your captain is telling you there are no ships in the vicinity, you look out the kind of the view
So I look
out the front. You're like,
to my right, dude.
It's-
That bird over there is not flapping.
no,
his
you
wings.
you look out. You look out, you see the bird not flapping his wings, and you're like, he may be lazing listily to the left, but still. And despite the fact that communications officer is telling you there's probably not a lot going on, you're pretty sure that you can hear some sort of rumbling in Rutai. But you manage to basically slip past the patrol. You bring it down into the lower atmosphere. You bring it down to skim just above the trees, and as you're skimming across, all of you who are conscious and awake, you see some of these big manta bay things which picked up the father before. You see them skimming across the top, and these are ginormous. They're huge. They're probably a good 3/4 the size of the ship you're in, and they could definitely take you down should they want to. But they don't seem to be particularly interested in you because they can't eat you. You guide your way across, and you find yourself a clearing just north of where the Guildhall is. As you're flying around it, you obviously go in a position where you're not going to fly over the Guildhall because you're not actually stupid and you crit. And from where you are like this, you can see at the absolute edge of your vision, you can see the Guildhall, which is built into the canopy of this kind of forest area. And you find yourself placed just north of that, and you drop down into the clearing, and you park yourself down, and you realise that actually just looking up, it's very difficult to see where you've landed. So you found the perfect place to sit and land. From navigations, who took navigations? That was you. Can you take another roll for me? Your pilot's found you a place to land. I'm just going to tell you where you are. 12. Okay. You realise you're probably about a 3/4 of a day walk from the main city. But you are here undetected. Congratulations, you've made it. Now what do you guys want to do?
Do we want to protect the ship while we're gone?
I think the tree mantis and the terrible things in the forest will do that quite well.
Yeah, is anyone going outside?
Not yet.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I tell you anything then.
Are you just going to leave Lola on the ship unconscious then?
Well, I was thinking of putting a landmine at the bottom of the ramp in case anyone decided to try and board the ship when we were gone.
And in case Lola wakes up and tries to move.
I feel better now. I think I'll go for a walk. Boom.
Come back and bump into Lola. I tell you, I'd leave a note on the door saying, "Careful, landmine."
That being that you're on cruise on, you wrote it in Rutai, she can't read Rutai.
Achtung, meinen!
Schnell.
You know what? I think something I can read German.
Alright, so, okay. Carry on, I'm not going to interrupt you.
Okay, so do we want to do that?
I don't know. Just let me sort out the navigation equipment first. Yeah, because clearly it wasn't my fault this was going wrong.
Yes, I was trying to tell him words before you interrupted. Right, with navigation on your 12, you're about 3/4 away, and you also know that from looking up on the various little maps and stuff that you have already preloaded into your little doohickey of the area, there are basically two pathways. One which follows the river, which will take you almost to the edge and is almost the most direct route, and you have a pathway which takes you sort of out of the way and will probably add about half a day's travel.
Would we have any reason to want to go the long way?
Take a knowledge check, just you.
I know. 14.
As you kind of look out, you can see that this planet is very, very similar to Talil, the planet you were just on. And you see the manta bays riding across the top. You see some of the looking out to the distance. You can see there are some writhing patches on the ground, and you see streaks and flashes of darker and brighter coloured creatures out there. You're well aware that the river, being its water, tends to attract a lot more creatures, and could potentially be more dangerous than the path.
I relay this.
Well, I could make up some bird scares.
You want to make some scarecrows?
I was gestures and grenades.
Which will now
These
forever
do
be
pretty
known as
well.
scarecrows. Yeah, good
Yeah.
job.
I make some scarecrow rounds.
Bunny busters.
Oh, man.
Scarecrows, bully busters, whatever you want to call them.
And that's a nail bomb.
At this point, Lola, you can begin to wake up if you wish.
Excellent.
You're in quite a bit of pain,
Ah,
but you are
Hello,
able to
Lola.
function as a human being.
excellent.
So are we going
What the hell's
to...
going on?
Oh, you're awake. I rush over, I put lavender oil on her earlobes or something.
Just behind the earlobes.
Yeah, well, I don't know that much.
Thank
She's real
you.
wet willy with lavender oil.
Thank you.
That's alright. I'll give you your meds if you want to have them.
Thank you. I might take them in a minute. I just want to find out what's going on first before I get high again.
No, we're on cruise now, and
I believe the locals call it Kuzon.
oh, okay.
He is
Kuzon's
correct.
the system.
So we're on Kuzon. He's
Kuzon.
Kuz.
Okay.
And we're just debating whether to head out to the city now or wait till you're ready to come with us.
If you need anything particularly tech use, I would suggest waiting until I'm better.
considering it's like a day and a half, well, day and a quarter, if we go a long way, walk, we should probably wait.
Probably wait, I thought.
Otherwise, we'd
It's
go
a
out.
30-hour march.
Yeah.
We have
And back.
we have stuff we could be getting on with anyway. I could make some more scarecrow rounds. I love that now.
Wait, I was trying to make something before I passed out.
Were you?
Yeah. Oh, I know. I remember now. I was trying to make a copy. I was an hour left.
Mhm.
Can I finish that?
You absolutely can. So you guys are going to just hang about until Lola is actually better.
Have we got
Yeah.
enough food?
So she's probably got about 2 days. You have rations. You could probably just about stretch to... I've got to try and think in my brain.
I have 9 caloric.
9
I've
I've
caloric.
had 9 days of rations.
I brought 4 days worth of food before we left.
Probably between your Calbrick allowance, you could probably definitely make it. It won't be pleasant. You definitely won't enjoy it. But yeah, with your assorted Calbrick, you could definitely make it last. But you would need to tick off the food that you brought and then tick off the appropriate amount of Calbrick.
To be fair, I do have like 4 weeks
We
worth
should
of
go
Calbrick
hunting as
rations.
well.
So you have basically 2 days until you run out of painkillers and out of antibiotics.
Okay. So
Yeah, that's when you run out.
okay.
Should be fairly recovered by then, according to the doctor.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, she
so,
did actually fix your fractured spine.
Yeah. So I fixed. No, not fix. I finished creating the spare flash drive.
Okay.
And then I take my next
Okay, so for the sake of brevity, let's say you spend the next 3 days, because that gets you through your pain meds and make sure you're definitely back on your feet, because you don't want to drag someone around who's just about to get better and then make them go through horrific trauma of walking 30 hours. So then, it just seems absolutely stupid. So yeah, it's the sake of brevity's sake, you spend 3 days. So, 3
4
days,
days left.
Lola. Oh no, in fact, we'll come back to you in a minute. Ennis, what are you doing in these 3 days? You have three days.
Firstly, I'm going to make some more scarecrow rounds,
Okay.
and then I'm going to go hunting.
Okay. Roll a craft.
And that's the last we ever saw of
We
it.
have craft. It may
have
well
craft,
be,
yeah.
yeah, you have crafting, yeah, do crafting.
Oh, actually, that almost went to a botch, so I was probably lucky that one.
Right.
12.
12. You managed to make, what are you trying to make? You're trying to make grenades?
Yeah, I'm trying to make grenades, but I'm trying to make more like flash bomb grenades rather than damage grenades.
Okay.
Airburst noise.
I'm gonna say you probably made about 4 of these flash things before you run out of material. And that's currently your bomb making stuff depleted.
Okay.
Next to them put that they're flash, and then we'll deal with that when it comes up.
Good.
Okay, and you said you're going to go
That was 4
hunting.
of them, was it?
Yeah, you made 4.
Should have just made whistling rounds.
And you're going to go hunting. Okay, I might get to the hunting back in a minute, because you might not be stupid enough. You may be smart enough to ask your friends to go with you, but
Yeah,
we're
I'm
about to find that in a
I'm not
minute.
going to go on my own.
Okay,
Me
in
and
that
Dorothy are definitely going with it.
in that case,
I
we'll do
promise it's
we'll do the hunting thing in a minute. Okay, Tepid, what are you doing?
Oh right. Yeah.
I'm mainly
Sorry.
going to be
Black
at
gun.
my
Hang
altar.
on, guys.
Mainly going to be at my altar, sort of praying that Lola gets better as quickly as possible.
For 3 days.
Take a charisma check for me.
Divine intervention.
Sleep dog cares.
No,
I need to see if I give a shit. Yeah.
2,
5.
Manipulate.
5.
No, straight charisma. He's talking to me, so no. No manipulate. I just have your pure charisma. Yeah, unfortunately, Lola doesn't get any better any quicker. I'm afraid.
Oh,
You're gonna get worse, though.
I didn't
You're a
expect
priest,
you
so I think it's
to do so. I was just
Better
there
than
for
watching him loading
That's
general
fine.
priestiness.
That's general priestiness. You think you better hold up the opinion. That's
Yeah.
fine. Okay. Is that the extent of what you wish to do at the moment?
Yep. I'm
Okay.
just quite happy sitting at the altar.
Okay. Quinn.
As no one else is doing it, I'm going to change her dressings and make sure
Take
she.
medic for me.
Oh. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's 7.
Yeah, you're basically competent enough that you can change these dressings often enough.
Take one off,
And
put another one
yeah,
on.
you keep
That's it.
you keep an eye on the you keep an eye on the symptoms for basically becoming infected and all the other kind of like symptoms which the doctor related back to you. You basically notice that Lola's mental capacity isn't really been affected. So the bump on the head she seems to possibly have gotten away with.
Yeah.
But you notice that she's definitely not moving as well as she used to. So she's basically, like, for the last day and a half been up and about moving, but you can definitely tell she's got a not quite a limp, but it's definitely a dis-ease in walking, and you're fairly certain with your 7?
Yes.
With your 7, you are damn sure she's never going to walk properly again.
I tell her this.
Thanks for the positive news.
Excellent.
Don't
With your
the
7,
win.
with 7, you are damn sure.
Fuck's sake.
Okay, that's perfect. Anything else you wish to do?
Dr. Quinn.
Okay. Lola,
I'm quite distraught over the I will never walk again.
never walk properly.
Never walk properly again.
She thinks you're going to waddle like a penguin for the rest of your life. Alright, so what is it that you're doing other than being distraught? Because you said you were going to do something.
Oh, I completed the.
Right, so you've definitely got one. Are you going to try and attempt to make other copies?
Another one copy.
Yeah, I'll make the other one.
So you're going to copy the other one as well?
Yeah.
Okay, take a tech use for me.
Mhm. Nine.
You find a spare drive that you can do this with. For whatever reason, the home one is so shoddily made that it's not up to your best working practices. So you spend probably a bit longer duplicating the personal one because you want it to be actually better than what it was. You think this is actually just an insult to your hackiness. So you basically make it better. You make it more like robust and more secure, if anything else. But yes, you now have a duplicate of each one. Okay, what are you doing outside of going to hunt down animals?
I spend most of my time, making sure that the aromatherapy continues because I'm not putting much stock in all of this, authoritarian, the man medicine crap. I think it's mainly me and possibly a little of what the mumbler over there is doing that's making her better. So I'm getting in there with the lavender oils and the sandalwood, and things seem to be working. And the rest of the time I'm just basically making sure Ernest doesn't blow himself up.
Excellent.
I'm
Okay.
standing over his shoulder.
Not the way I do
Not
it.
really know. I have no idea how I would do it, but I'm making sure he doesn't do it wrong. In that way that managers all over the world
definitely
do.
not explosive and go just to make him jump.
In that way that middle management does across the universe.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand over his shoulder and go every time he does something.
Oh, fairly
that
certain
might
that's
not be right.
Okay, excellent. Right, are there any conversations anyone wants to have with anyone else before we go out hunting?
Yes. Have I seen the father kind of attempting to charge at what's her face earlier?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. No, you missed that.
Have I been told about it?
I don't know. Has anyone told him about it?
Probably not.
Did you mention that to anyone?
No, you're probably unaware.
I just told him to get out of my sight and told Mr. Quinn to stop him going back.
I'm going to go chat to the father
Okay.
in the and go. Hey, father, are you doing all right?
Oh, I'm good, It's the best ever, really.
Are you sure? You seem a little bit more kind of out there than normal.
No, this is how I always am.
I'm pretty sure you weren't always quite as nuts as you've been recently.
No, but that's just how it is, really.
What was all that shouting about the amulet down on planet back then?
Oh, I don't shout about amulets.
Fucking liar. Alright.
Threw me with the
Well,
bench.
Brilliant. I think Caron's rocking in character. You just rock. Just you.
We've just been sitting and taking the piss out of you.
okay, I wonder what you were laughing at.
Yeah, Cucumber, he's actually mimicking the father to try and fit in.
Oh, okay.
Try and get on his on his
Beautiful
level.
cover there. Beautiful cover. Alright, okay. Are there any other conversations in what's happening with us? Alright,
But
then.
there was one other important detail. I
of
picked up
course.
2 crappy pistols back on Sally One. I've decided to strap one on.
Okay.
Shall I generate? I can't remember. how to generate
Shoddy,
these bits
please.
out. Oh, yeah, I've written everything else
2d12.
out.
Just do 2d12.
Or should I just assume it's a revolver because it's easier?
Take 8. Fuck it, take 8. That's fine.
The security, they have reliable revolvers.
Yeah, they have something sturdy and reliable. Okay, excellent. All right, if in that case, let's go hunting. Who's on the hunt?
Lola.
No.
No.
I am.
Okay, right.
I'm on the hunt, despite being opposed to the very purpose of hunting.
I suppose the father should actually go, considering he's got quite a powerful little gun there.
Okay.
I will stay and make sure the ship is safe. And stay
You're going to
right
go forth and shoot at God's creatures.
Okay, not his god.
now.
My God is
Okay.
here.
Okay. The three of
I
you.
got
So, are
that
you
shopping.
guys? What time of day are you guys going out? Like high noon, dusk?
When
Dawn.
it's very light, because going out in the dark with things that can see better than us is very stupid.
I just wanted to check.
It's like, I can't see anything, can you? No, let's hunt. Oh God, something's got me!
Okay, right. So you're going to go out at the lightest point of the day, or when
Yeah.
sun's coming up, or okay.
Just before midday, so that it will only get light.
Okay.
Jackson goes well on that. Right, well, I was thinking that we could probably, if we can get some bit, then I could plant a remote bomb on it.
Are
Wait
you
for
are you
something
having
to
this
swoop in,
conversation near the ship or a bit
before
further
we
away?
go out?
Okay, right.
Because out there things are trying to eat us. I wanted to plan this before we go
Okay,
outside.
that's fine.
So,
Just wanted to check.
You're going to go outside, we're being hunted.
I'm desperately waiting for a chance to roll a d12, so carry on.
Are you hunting for food?
yeah.
Bomb may be a little overkill if you want to maintain the meat.
Have you seen these things? They're half the size of the ship. I'm pretty sure there's going to be
Don't
some good
hunt
ones.
one of those.
Why not?
Hunt something smaller.
Well, you could try and find one of the little rabbit things. They went down pretty easy last time. Boom! And teeth and blood everywhere.
Pepper's
Proof,
just
yes.
gone kill crazy and just he's not interested in getting it for food. He just wants to shoot a few things.
Okay, that's fine.
I imagine they have smaller creatures on this planet. You can probably lay
I don't think
snares.
this trip at all.
Oh,
I've got to make sure Ennis comes back alive.
well, let's see how it goes.
Aw.
Let's see what we find when we go look around. Let's not go too far from the ship.
Yeah.
You should kick the shit out of him.
I promised my only friend you'd come back alive.
Let's hope we do better than normal.
I'm going to stay for the record. It kind of ends up being more that Mac is like your godfather, and that Danny's godfather was tepid. Just I'm going to throw that one out there. That's just how it ends up being more like. So that's the way that this is actually kind of unfolding. So like,
Well,
all right, we'll throw that
I
and
spent
make it
time
one.
with him, so
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
and he's nuts.
Hello.
There's also straight through. I will kill you before I let anything else kill you.
Yeah. It will be me.
I told you before. The only thing that gets to kill you is me. Okay.
Sorry,
All right. So
you're
you're planning this shooting, right? Yeah, okay.
Right, I've got my grenades here. I've got like 4 flashbangs. I've got 4 explosive rounds. So if something big turns up, do we want to scare it off or kill it for food?
Kill.
I won't be eating it.
Well, all right.
Kill.
I won't be
kill.
eating it. I have no idea if anything on this planet is edible.
It's all edible.
Humans live
Would I
to
know?
ages.
You two take a knowledge check.
I've been in for years, so I probably know.
Yeah, his will be a lot easier than yours because he's been in forever.
Okay.
Crit.
Wow, you and your crits tonight.
Boom!
Boom,
As
motherfucker!
soon as we get into a combat, it's going to be nothing but botches.
Okay.
You know exactly what we're hunting.
With
and how to hunt it.
crits, you know that your best source of food is going to be if you're hunting for meat.
I come up with another idea following that
Oh
crit.
god,
Go
hang on a
forward with
minute.
me.
If you're hunting for meat, you want a creature which goes about on all fours called a skarker.
Failed.
You're taking
eating
that
a
hunting?
possum.
I actually botched the chocolate.
I'm taking the hunter who botched it. You're catching a chocolate.
I'm not a hunter.
That back.
I'm making sure nothing kills you.
Skarker. Yes, you're looking for a creature which is a skarker. It goes about on all fours. Its mass is probably
I'm imagining a crocodile size thing.
no, it's probably slightly smaller than a human.
Okay.
And it tends to live in like the middle, like below the canopy, but not on the floor, because the floor is generally considered bad because of the worms. There you go. You have a skarker.
Okay. Also, do I know of any like hallucinogenic substances like mushrooms or
God.
fungus or anything that I can try and convince these guys is food because it would be hilarious, especially for Mac. I want to find some nice vegan
You
snack
are
for
aware that there is a fungus, not quite a mushroom. It definitely doesn't look like a mushroom. It's kind of like a more
Matt. So it looks
cauliflower in
Cauliflower,
like it's more
right.
like a cauliflower in like texture and look.
pleasant. With a red top,
Um,
rather than being all white, have like red ends or something. That'd be awesome.
no, it's going to be tipped with green.
Okay, that's fine.
The root of it is kind of red, so you can have it red. Yeah, so it's kind of like it's probably about let's say it's almost exactly like a cauliflower, except that the top is kind of greenish and the stems are reddish. It has a similar consistency to mushroom, but it's not quite the same.
Cucumber.
You are aware that this is a very, very powerful hallucinogenic.
No,
Brilliant.
no.
I hope he doesn't because I want to feed Max some because it'd be
Okay,
hilarious.
you can keep an eye out for that. I'll tell you if you see any.
Cucumber, I really would advise not feeding the mad psychotic preacher some hallucinogenic.
That was so funny. I might do it just to let you, just to like,
because
let
I
you
have a
like
plan
it.
of what. I
It
have
will
a-
get you absolutely wrecked until you become sane.
Or I might just feed it everyone on the ship and see what happens.
Cucumber, please don't feed a hallucinogenic to the entire ship that are supposed to be looking after someone who is already high.
That's fine. I won't eat it.
You're running out of drugs. You don't care anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
You might want them.
True.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll get to it in a minute. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can keep an eye out for those. And yes, yeah. The skarkers tend to come out. They're definitely a day creature. There aren't loads of them around, but you can hear them because they tend to do.
Make a strange call.
Yeah, they have a strange call.
Right?
You're sorry?
Mostly come out at night.
No, this comes out during the day. I'm sorry.
Mostly comes out in the day because that's, you know.
Mac, you
Easy to
got.
shoot.
Did you say you've got a spare pistol?
There's another one sitting in the armour on the ship. Yeah.
I'm going to go help myself with that as well because apart from my grenade launcher, I have no other weapons.
Okay.
Apart from my stun button.
Can you give him the stats for that? Because I can't be bothered. Besides, you already have the stats. They're at the bottom.
I got.
Some sort of shoddy pistol, I think.
I called mine Yellow Brick.
There you go, it's easy to find. It's called Yellow Brick. I love it. Okay, right. You guys are going to head out from the ship. Are there any other preparations you want to make, or you just make sure you're well and truly armed?
I'm taking with me 3 remote bombs, 3 normal bombs, and all my grenades.
Okay.
So I'm going to go around. I've got like basically a pair of bandoliers, one of which is flash bombs and one of which is normal grenades.
I'm going to allow this because the image of you trying to go hunting on Kuzon as freaking Rambo equivalent of grenades, carrying all these bombs with you is like, why? But okay, because it's funny.
You
Right.
have like daddy's red tie tied around.
Yeah.
Oh, can I have a tie and do it around my head? 'Cause that'd be awesome.
I'm going to say yes, but it's going to be a very pale green, like snot green.
Yeah, right, I'll do.
Snot green.
I'm going to cut it off so it's not too long. I don't want to have it going like that long because that'd be ridiculous.
I'm going to say this is Helena's scarf.
Oh, okay, I won't cut it then.
It's the only reason you'd find a scarf on the ship.
Yeah, I'll just tie it around my head.
It's
no
probably
strings down my
Helena's.
back.
Not that she often wears scarves, but she does it just to tie her hair back
That's a
and such
colossal
like.
snot green do-rag.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's actually a
Probably
rag she just
rag,
uses
yeah.
to like clean stuff, but you're well aware it's not yours. It's probably Helena's. It's definitely not Helena's. Okay.
I've still got my hat on.
Yeah, you still have your Stetson on. Do you have your scarf under your Stetson? You have a hat. Are you wearing it under your hat?
I'm about using it to tie my hat on actually.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Okay.
I'll have it under my hat.
Okay. Alright. Are you wearing your hat? I just want to.
Cowboy hat.
Okay, I thought.
I'm
I'm not
thinking about
entirely
Indiana
sure
Jones.
because I have
Yeah.
a bandana. And if you're going to wander around the jungle, you should really have a bandana on.
It's entirely up to
You
you.
can have the bandana bottom and the hat on top.
To be fair, I do have a duster coat as well, so I can just walk around looking like a goddamn cowboy.
That would be amazing! Do it!
Okay.
Yes!
I will wander around looking like a goddamn cowboy. I will take off my fatigues jacket as well, so I'm
Okay.
not roasting to death. in the
Yes,
dead
so
rainforest.
when you 3 step out into this, and you can feel it as soon as you open the door, the air is very thick and very humid, and it's definitely very warm. Very, very warm. Like someone's left like the heater on inside a very, very small room. Like full whack, full blast all day for like the last 5 days or something. So it's like,
It's a bit hot out here.
it's really rather warm. Right, so you walk out into this, and obviously it's basically full of trees. Underground, there's on the ground, there's lots of brush, and things keep moving past your legs, but they don't seem to be particularly big or very large or particularly
Before I leave the
worrisome.
ship, I take my top of my boots closed around my shit.
Excellent idea. I will
Because
remember
I have
this.
big, tall rubber boots.
I'm going to again make sure that no exposed skin is around to catch them any like poisonous plants or like.
Okay, yeah, that's
things.
fine.
Cute number, I've just realised that I have checked out and I've got to add that plus 2 to my mental endurance.
Is that not already? Oh no, yes. Is it not already included on your sheet?
I don't think so, no. Yeah, I should have done
Yeah,
that.
just add it straight in there now, and then you won't forget to do it again in the future.
So I get checked out
Oh, no,
plus
it's
2.
not.
Yes, you should have a +2 either on either your physical or your mental, and then you should obviously add your endurance from it. Alright, okay.
Yeah, the father thinking that he's invincible and that his god will look after him, yada yada yada, he's not going to make any precautions, he's just going to walk straight out.
You're wearing a white suit, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes, you're wearing a white suit with black shirt and then your Stetson hat on. Alright, okay. This is going to be fun. Okay.
Like Mr. Hammond.
Are you so are you guys have you shared this information about the Skarka?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told us the target we're looking
Skarka. Okay.
for. Also,
Alright.
it's up in the tree, so we're going to have to keep an eye out.
It's just above. It would be like above head height, but not like all the way into the canopy of the trees.
Obviously, as well, there are a hell of a lot of
Okay,
other things
I
we
need the
to-
3 of you to make perception checks for me. Since there's only 3 of you, match get the whole group step.
4.
I'm not going.
Are you?
3.
Oh,
No, he's staying with Lola.
Oh,
Lola can't look after the ship in her current state.
10.
A 10.
5.
A 5. And
No. 3.
you got a 3. Alright, Soddle and a 10. You two are too busy like eyeing each other. I was like, I hate you. I really hate you. What the fuck am I doing out here? Why the fuck are we shooting the animals? Poor baby animals. You're just like, dude, I'm really hungry. And you two like have this like this staring match, just one each. You're not saying a word, but you both know what's being said. And the father, like, oh my god, will protect me, just strolls out and goes, there's one. And you can see this creature. And it's got very long arms, and it's just wrapped around this trunk. It's got one arm, like both arms holding onto it, and it's looking down you with these big yellow eyes. And there's like 2 pupils in each one, and it's just looking
cute.
around. And it has
Oh, shoot.
it has like fairly short legs, but these things are more like pressing it away from the tree trunk a little bit, so it's just like looking at you.
Sounds like
Yeah,
an
the father's
alien
not
stuff.
really too interested, he's going to shoot it with his...
Okay, take an attack roll.
8 plus 8, 16.
16. As you shoot, this creature begins to like push itself off using its feet and its arms and just push itself away. But as it pushes itself away, you just perfectly clip it through the shoulder. Or you just take damage for me. Roll damage for me, sorry.
Yeah, not taking it.
Yeah, don't take it, roll it. I'm so sorry. Roll the damage, roll the damage.
You find boomerang
Nice.
bullets.
Max damage.
Max damage,
Wow.
so that is
Max
plus 9.
damage.
17.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Boom.
Yeah, you basically shoot it in the shoulder and you see one of its arms like fly off, his like big arm like, and you can see this creature like, and it hits the deck and you hear this like rustling from the ground where it's landed, and then you're aware that this rustling is moving and it's heading towards the 3 of you. You're probably you know you probably ventured out quite far, so the ship isn't just behind you. And this thing is moving at a rapid pace towards you. What do you want to do? You can't see it. The underbrush is very thick, it's very contained, and you're well aware that there are like worms and other creatures around, but this thing is definitely heading towards you.
I climb onto the roots of the closest large tree.
Onto the roots of the largest tree. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to draw my stun baton in my left hand and put my gun out my right hand and ready to face this thing off.
Okay,
I'm not going to use my grenade launcher because I think, you know... if
that'd be
this is a-
stupid.
yeah, I want to eat this thing. I don't want to have to, like, you know...
Father, what are you doing?
Gonna climb a tree.
Okay.
What happened to your god protecting you?
I need
Yeah,
you
so
to
technique
take.
resistance.
I need you to take a strength check for me, please. You attempted to climb a tree.
Nice.
9.
Okay, so unlike your failed attempt at getting up a tree before, you actually managed to pull yourself up one branch, but that's probably the extent of like, oh my god, I'm knackered now. You're definitely above. You're above max head height. You've managed to climb yourself up there.
Okay.
Alright, so this creature comes bumbling out of the things and it dives straight forward. You're standing where you were and you're
I've got
on a
like
tree root.
I've got my gun aimed ready for it to pop out as soon as
Okay,
it pops,
so
I'm gonna be like,
the
bang, bang, bang.
underbrush is like quite thick around you. So it's not like, oh, I can now see it. It's like you're going to see it when it's on you.
Yeah, but
All
I
right.
can hear this. I saw
Yeah,
where it
so-
fell. I'm aiming in that direction.
So this noise is basically bounding towards you, and you can see like the underbrush parting where it's coming on, and you see it like milliseconds before it basically launches at you. It's this one big arm thing. You've got like blood like literally splurting out from like the remains of the shoulder, and it launches itself at you, and you can see that the eyes have gone like a really dark yellow colour, and the pupils become massive. As it's eyeing up its prey, it's like, ooh, this is going to be good. And you can see its teeth are dripping with like this like ropey saliva, and it's dived at you.
Yummy.
No,
It's
tasty.
the luck, my child.
Can I attempt like some insane reflex to shoot it now?
That's what I'm attempting to do because I've got to like aim. So as soon as I see it, I'm going to start pulling the trigger and firing at it.
Like sniper cover.
Yeah. I assume it's what he's doing from the tree as well.
I assume he's running away when prey.
No, I'm ready to shoot.
He's just climbed above me.
Okay, I need you to take a reflex first.
Okay.
It's definitely reflex.
Crit.
Oh my god.
You dive spectacularly. You're like, I'm gonna shoot. Fuck this, and you dive. Right. You properly like do like the commando roll, right? And you stand up next, and you see this creature pass you, and you see this creature pass you into Captain Mac.
As I roll, can I see one of these mushrooms just as like as I roll past? I go, oh, okay.
If you don't take an attack roll, yes,
Was it worth it?
do it. You see it as you commando roll. You see it perfectly there. Like, excellent.
Cool. I'm not going to pick it up now, but just remember it for later.
Okay. All right. I want you to take a reflex because you have seen Ennis dive out of the way, and you've seen this thing now pounding towards you.
Okay. This is going to be terrible.
Good luck.
Hooray! Crit also.
You basically see Ennis dive right and you think, fuck this, and you jump up, you grab the branch above you and lift your legs up, so you're holding onto the branch that he's standing on either side of his feet. You lift your legs up, the gun is sort of like, sort of like hanging off of its strap, and this creature just dives past you, and you guys hear this like as it rolls forward, and you basically land back down again, and the creature turns around and it kind of like stands up on a very stunty little legs, but its arm is trailing on the ground behind, and it's like, "Grah!" Okay. If you guys want to attack it, you may.
Yes.
I'm going to blow the fucker away.
All once.
Oh, my botch
Oh my
finally.
god. 2 botches.
I got a 12.
You got a 12?
Oh, no,
Well,
Jake
I
got one.
roll a
Yeah.
12.
Both of
I
those
have a
two
total
roll.
of 12.
Okay, take your damage for me. Sorry, roll your damage.
I think I was too attracted by the mushroom.
So we've got 2 gun jams and
13.
A 13. You take perfect aim and you get it perfectly through the square of the neck, and it's going, and the thing just rolls forward and blood spurts high up into the air and then calms back down again. You've taken it out. You two botch, right?
Can I drop my gun?
Dinner.
You horrible bastards! How dare you?
Hang
make
on,
me suffer?
I'm dealing with their botches first. So you were on top of the tree with a pistol.
Yep.
Right. As you take aim at this thing, you see it pounding towards Mac. You see Mac go to pips up. You turn around on the branch to take aim at it, and just as you like turn, your foot skips onto the other foot that you're turning on skips onto Mac's foot, and it just unseats you from it, and you fall completely flat on your back. You take the shot completely wild, aiming into the middle of fucking nowhere. Bang! As you fall backwards and land on your back. Right. And you take 2 damage on Megade, I'm afraid.
It's fairly soft landing though.
Okay, you commando rolled. You've seen like you've seen Mac like perfectly haul himself up, drop himself, spin round, and blow this thing apart. As you pulled your gun out to do it, you fire and it goes, and the shoddy craftsmanship of this pistol just backfires into your hand, and it just goes.
I don't look down the barrel.
Bugger. So you.
I'm not American. Why am I gun firing?
Yeah, so yeah. You basically pull this gun in. And as you take that last one, it suddenly fires, and it just like almost like ejects itself, and you actually weren't quite ready for it, and it just like ping, flies off from your hand, and the bullet just goes.
I blows that lovely mushroom apart.
No, I'm not going to buy the mushroom parts. It's too funny to have this mushroom.
Flies up into the distance and something goes.
I would like all of you to make perception checks for me, please.
Oh, back to
Have a botch.
8.
5.
Botch, you're too busy. You're seeing stars. What'd you get?
8.
What'd you get?
5. I'm distracted by the fact I just killed an innocent piece of work.
You're like, oh man, yeah. The
you made it suffer.
heartbreak.
I had to put it down. But
the heartbreak is too much for Mac. He's distracted by the
kill, Mac.
You hear the sound of a lot of creatures coming towards your direction. 3-4 shots have been fired in this recent vicinity, and you hear lots of creatures of the undergrowth coming towards you. Some very quickly, some very large, and you're aware that you hear the call of the manta bay thing that picked up the father before, like as it comes down towards you.
Okay. Father, you're right to grab that, and I point to the. Or give me a hammer there. I'm going to grab the mushroom.
Okay.
Stuff it in my bag. How many are there? Just one.
Just the one that you can see.
Okay. I'm going to stuff that in my bag. Then I'll give whoever you probably, because he probably won't touch it. It's like, oh, it's me. Also, he has a gun. And I'll grab the thing and just start dragging it back towards the thing. I better run.
I need you both to take strength checks for me.
Hey. 13.
I'm not going to be able to help you too much. 3.
Okay, you're well aware that you're taking most of the weight. You're very well aware that you're taking most of the weight. Okay, are you guys running back towards base, or are you just going to saunter carefully back? It's entirely up to you.
Probably best to run, because I hear lots of things coming.
There are lots of things coming in your direction.
Let's cheese it.
Okay, I need everyone to make either a... Actually, I'm going to make you make endurance physical checks for me, because you're trying to run. For you two, it's going to be more difficult because you're carrying a huge great carcass. Not a huge great carcass, it's about the size of a human. You can't find the other arm.
I was going to say, I could grab it, he could go grab the other arm, and it's like, oh, they're not helping.
I'm helping! As he runs around with a singular arm.
So is that 4?
What do you get?
I rolled a 3.
Plus your endurance modifier.
Endurance physical.
Which is 2 plus, so 3, and then plus 1.
It's so much easier if you just total it.
Yeah, just totally
so
in your safe
physical
box.
is actually 3, not 1.
That.
So what you rolled a 3.
So you have 6.
I also got a 6.
Don't say you got 6 as well.
No.
Oh, okay. You two are definitely
Being
struggling
beaten
with
by
this
stuff.
carcass. You can see like Mac taking off in the distance, not that far in the distance, but you two are also hauling a creature. And Mac basically begins to like peg his way towards it. You can see some of these creatures like chasing behind him, and you're well aware that these creatures at any moment could turn around and grab hold of you.
Let's keep running.
I'm running interference.
I'm going to load a flashbang
Okay.
and fire it towards
Okay.
these creatures.
Are you going to say anything?
Look out! Flashbang! And then just fire it.
Okay. I'm gonna say that works. That's just too funny not to. Right. So you basically like you're hauling this thing behind you, like flashbang, and this thing just goes off. You all manage to like close your eyes. You two definitely like, ugh. You're like, what the fuck?
Facing the other way.
Yeah. You're like, what the fuck? You see this flash going off behind you. He's like, oh, what the fuck is that boy down now? And the creatures are almost all momentarily like completely dazed. It's not a weapon that they're used to having experience of random ass flashbang going off. And you guys basically manage to peg it to your ship. You make it there with your trophy. As you get there, you realise that all these creatures are definitely like far, they're like pounding on your ass. But you managed to get inside the ship just in time. So, congratulations! You now have a Tiskarnak on your ship.
Sweet.
Green dins.
Yep.
Okay, you're well aware that almost everything on this creature can be eaten.
Sweet.
Almost. You got a crit, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't eat the heart.
Okay.
Other than that, you should be fine.
Is it really dangerous, or does it just make you sell you? Or does it make you
Actually, I'll amend that. Don't eat the liver,
Okay.
which is basically full of poisons and toxins. Everything else you're probably okay to eat.
Okay.
Probably.
I'm gonna
Right to the start.
I'm gonna mix up like butcher this thing and make some dinner.
I would like you to make a craft check, please. I don't think butchering is in his normal handbook. Oh
Nice.
god, it is.
19.
Was that a crit?
Meal.
No,
That
that
was
was
10.
a 10.
Wow.
I have 9 in craft.
Wow. Okay. You basically butcher this
I'm gonna
thing
take some fine steaks
so
and
perfect.
fillet it.
Yeah. You basically get the most amount of meat off this thing that you possibly can, and anything that's subpar, you've got so much meat you just throw the rest down to the wilds. Wow. And you know perfectly how to cook this as well. It's like perfect.
Cool.
Except for Mac, who doesn't eat the thing.
As I roll so
I
high,
find the
would
smell
I be able
repellent.
to like preserve some of it for like future jerky?
Probably not with the supplies you have. No.
Okay, fair enough.
You do. I'm going to let you ride that 19. You managed to prepare some mushrooms.
Yeah, I want to serve the mushrooms to Mac and the father because that'd be.
Okay, so you guys are basically... Lola's feeling much better now, by the way.
Know what I'm gonna do.
Your suffering is gone since it's going to be like the last part before we move on. You've made duplicates of everything. So you smell this amazing like cooking smell, and it smells gorgeous. And Ennis is prepared for you in some sort of like the crappy kitchen. He's created this amazing like steak type meal. And you notice that only 2 of you have mushrooms. Mac exclusively only has mushrooms, and the father has mushrooms and steak.
One thing I'm going to do is before I feed it to him, I'm going to make sure his gun's hidden somewhere, just in case he goes mad and tries to shoot something.
Take a sneak check for me.
And
I want you to take a perception check for me.
Oh,
Who?
You.
Me?
It's your gun that he's hiding.
don't take your gun.
Yeah.
Nope.
10.
And what did you get?
Actually, I was trying to hide his gun.
Oh, okay. In that case, you need to take a perception check for me. Sorry.
To be fair, I always put my gun in the same place and like lock it up in the armory.
Okay.
So it's not hard.
Okay. No, that's fine. If it's locked up in the armory, is that probably good enough?
Yeah, if it's locked.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's locked.
As long as it's not like on him, so he doesn't.
No,
go,
it's
"Oh,
definitely
crap,"
not on
right,
him.
gun,
No,
start
that's
shooting
fine.
at the wall or something.
Okay. There you go. This is your meal.
don't
You
have
two have
guns.
noticed that you don't have mushrooms. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Dude, where's my mushrooms?
I assume it's just for the hunters.
Yeah, there wasn't enough to go around and throw, and
Okay.
he's like weird. The father's being helpful.
Okay.
How long does
Also,
it take?
before I sit down
Where
for
are
the
yours?
meal, having seen what happened to his yellow
I'm not a
brick,
fan.
I'm going to go and take the yellow brick and leave it in the armory so I can get around to fixing it at some point.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine, yeah.
You
Okay.
pick your gun back up.
You guys,
I've still
I
got-
assume you guys happily consume this meal.
No reason not to.
All right. I need you both to take poison checks for me, please. So endurance plus your poison.
9?
7. Okay. At a 9 and a 7, you basically both like consume this meal. You probably have slightly less. Did you give him the same amount of mushrooms?
I'd given less to him, most to him.
Oh wow,
Well,
jeez.
also he's got nothing else. He's got meat to go with it.
Yeah. Okay. So.
he basically just had a plate of mushrooms.
All right. So we'll deal with the father first. So like you eat this, and it doesn't take like it tastes alright. It's not great. It's like it could have been better. And you sort of chew this down and like.
Tastes like orange.
I have like
Measles.
I have claws. I have claws. And then you put it in your hands like, ah, I have a squid arm. Claws and a squid arm. Okay. And then you sort of like, as you put your hands up to your face, you can almost see like your face reflected in your hands. You're not sure how or why, but like, what the hell? And your face is just like this dripping mess of like just someone who's like been running for like 5 hours, just like dripping with sweat, and your face isn't quite your own. It's more like, it's more purple than normal. It's odd. I mean, purple's an alright colour, but your face is more purple than it normally is. You're just like, this is really weird. And then you realise you have a claw. I have a claw. This is really. And you're like, oh, I have a squid arm. Oh, this is really. And you basically keep repeating this cycle for about a good half an hour. This is your life.
Is he saying any of it?
Everything-
It's entirely up to him.
And everything tastes of Wednesday.
Yes, I am saying it aloud.
All right, Mag. You have an entire plate of this shit. Holy fuck. You like, holy shit, this is great.
This is
Yeah,
amazing.
this is actually really good. This is probably the best mushrooms I've ever had. Where the fuck did you get this? And you're just like chewing this thing down. And you take it at such speed and you're just like, yeah, this is alright. And then you sort of like, everything looks a bit weird. Like, Lola's face is on Ennis's body. And that's really weird. And like, Helena's sitting at the table next to you and she's got a beer. But it's not a beer, it's more like it's like a can of dice, and she seems to be happily drinking this. And then you look across the table and you realise that everyone's plates are filled with like sharp, shiny objects, and they're happily just like Quinn is eating his knives with his steak. It's like, yeah, that's pretty good. And you see this like blood dripping down his face, like that shit's fucked up. And then everything begins
staring
to.
at me. It's like, you okay?
you notice everything is beginning to shift. Like some things are really weird and some things are okay. The fact that Helena's drinking dice out of a cup is like, that's pretty normal. The fact that that's pretty standard. That's what she does, right? And And you say you see all these random weird things happening, and eventually it culminates with the table turning into like one of these big Skarnak creatures, and it's just looking up at you, just saying, "Eat me, eat me," in like the sweetest little girl voice you've ever heard.
Oh my god.
No, excuse me. No! I don't want to eat you. Why?
Helene's like, "But it's not talking to you. Here, have some dice.
What? Why? I don't need.
Have
what?
the dice." And as she shakes it, you realise that they've turned into like little pins and needles. And she's like, just shaking them. He's like, just eat them. You're going to be fine. Go on, just drink it. Just drink it down.
Okay.
You guys are seeing this, by
I
the
have
way.
no idea what I'm reaching for.
Is he actually like, has he got anything?
No. He's just he's a thin air.
Okay.
And as you drink this back, your face, your mouth feels like it's on fire. You can feel the blood dripping down your face.
At this point, I'm going to inform the other team of what I've done.
Mac, what's wrong?
He's just informed you what he's done.
I'm like, don't worry, he's
Ennis.
just high.
What do you mean he's just high?
Those mushrooms, they're kind of, they take you to a happy place.
Why? Why do that?
While in this
Too
happy
outside.
place, I now tackle Ennis to stop him from eating his steak knife.
You're not 100% sure where he is. You know that he has Lola's head on, and that's not normal because Lola still has her head, but Ennis's body is there, but he has Lola's head, and that's normal, right?
But Lola's sitting
That's
here
dangerous.
just fine.
It's dangerous. Jeez.
Lola doesn't look any different.
No, Lola looks fine.
I know he's a hunter. Maybe he took her face.
Let's not get into who's wearing whose face now.
Oh God!
The father.
I try to like knock the food off the table.
He's going
Can I try
to
and restrain him?
Yeah, in a minute. Let's do father.
stand
Hang
in the
on.
middle of the room,
Uh huh.
Oh God!
shout amulet, and then he's going to fire his gun in a random direction.
Oh wow. Okay.
Shit.
If I'll
Can I try and restrain him instead?
Yes. I'm going to say he's going to have time to at least attempt to knock you to the ground.
I botch. Never mind. I help him. I aim at someone for him.
You aim the gun upright. So what do you
I
shoot?
botched.
Oh, you botched.
Yeah, I botched.
Oh,
He
okay.
like, grabs his hands and like points
Okay,
it straight
attack.
at someone.
Attack 13.
Oh wow. Okay. Aided by the complete and utter botch.
I would also be attempting to stop him as well because I'm aware that
Okay, yeah, go for it.
he's going to be doing this
Go
kind
for
of thing. So
But there's a botch against you.
There is a botch against you.
that's not bad. What would it be? A strength? Or
Yeah.
grapple?
Grapple.
7, 8, 9, 10.
A 10. Okay. Unfortunately, aided with the botch. You managed to knock the father's arm, but he definitely gets like
There are only 2 other people in the room.
Please no.
Well, definitely
Okay.
it's bound to be firing. So
Yeah,
Lola's
he
had
pulls.
enough
He
of shit.
stands in the middle of the room. He puts his gun up in the air. You try and knock him over, but you basically just go straight first into the wall. He just like steps back randomly, like completely out of place, and he's like, "Whoa!" And you dive and basically headbutt the wall. Like, oh, fuck my face! You hear the gunshot going off as Ennis like basically dives into the father, and as the gun points forward, you realise, paf! And it blows out one of the manifolds connected to the power core. So there's now like streaming out everywhere.
what the plasma is this?
Are we all now melting and dying?
No, I'm going to be kind. I'm just going to say it's just gas because I don't actually want to blow you up just yet. It's too funny to make you live through this, basically. Okay, so that's you two dealing with the father for a moment.
I thought Lola was about to get shot there.
No, I've given you 2 points of suffering already. I'm not sure I can do with you much
Thank
more.
you.
What are you doing right now?
People are running around and shouting. Oh God!
Yeah, as they're shouting around, you see like the kind of the father figure. He walks farther. He's like bathed in this light, and as he raises his hands to the air, you hear this like holy symphony of just as he's standing there, and you see this demon in the form of like your friend Quinn, who's now growing like red scales and long pointy fangs, just diving across the ground, and you see the father just wave his hand as this demon just like bats itself into the sidewall.
Mac,
I'm just going to sit in awe.
I think you might need to lie down.
Wow.
Can I take the gun off the father?
Yes, you may. I'm gonna say
No! How dare you!
Okay.
Oh.
This is the perfect moment to which we are going to go for a break. Oh man! All right,
This is a terrible
we'll be
idea.
back. Oh yes! Before we hit the 10-minute timer, we have a special little trailer that will be coming up. So enjoy.
This is Izzy. 12th June. Almost night. Well, here we are. Still in hell. I told him I didn't want this. But he doesn't listen. If he can't fix it soon, I'm gonna head off on my own. Nothing but a fucking prisoner. I feel used. There was a time when I thought it seemed cool. Not anymore. I think he's lost the plot. I don't know if I can trust him now. I'll give him 2 more days. And then I'm gone. That's it. Finish.
And we're back! Oh gosh, that was definitely less than 5 minutes time because we're all here in Radiant. We're basically doing fuck all. Alright. Okay, so yes, I'm going to say probably about an hour. You were probably only half hour affected by this, and your friends have managed to restrain you. Is anyone going to attempt to restrain Mac here? You are still completely... you're off your guard, man. You're off your guard.
As long as they don't go for weapons, I'm just letting them go wild. That's funny.
I'm going to try and lead Mac over to sort of like the pilot's chair and sort of like keep him...
You can put him in the hammock, that'll be funny.
Put him in the hammock, that's it.
Yeah, put him in the hammock, he can't do any damage in the
You
hammock.
are completely high.
You are so like the Lola figure, like everything like bigger and more enhanced. Like she's ginormous compared to you. Like a 3-foot guy, she's like 12 foot tall. Like she gingerly like leads you towards this like spider web, and she picks you up as if you mean nothing and dumps you into. For you, it's an absolute struggle. You're like, oh god, my back is killing me. You just bundle him in, just about. But Max, like in his opinion, is like you've just picked him up and dumped him into the spider web, and you're aware that this big spider is crawling along your feet as the web begins to hop like cocoon around you. And that's going to be your next hour. You see all this weird shit going on, and it only very gingerly begins to like take itself down.
A crazy ass spider with like my aunt's faces, like
Yeah,
tucks me into bed, like singing a nursery rhyme.
Yeah, yeah.
I try
eating my
and
feet.
find like a soothing aromatherapy thingy.
Everything reminds me of my aunt's. It's terrifying.
You are unfortunately afflicted with the smell of bacon all the time, just all the time.
It fills me with rage and joy.
Yep. If it were nothing, you could smell nothing but bacon.
Does the altar room have a lock?
No, it's actually more just like an open plan area. So,
Cucumber.
yeah.
As sort of we come out, or the father comes out of this distressed state, does he remember?
Yeah.
What's happened?
You remember it. Clear as a bell.
Right.
He's in the hammock, but he's like babbling to himself. He's talking about bacon and sandwiches, and he's talking about the smell of eucalyptus and the healing properties of sandalwood.
Would the father notice what actually caused him to hallucinate?
You take a knowledge check for me.
The spirit of Christ compels.
It's not a difficult check.
8.
Yeah, you're damn sure this is gonna be mushroom.
Excuse me. I give me my fucking gun back.
I'll give it back to you when you calm down.
Give it back now, and I will be calm.
Can I attempt to kind of unload it while he's not looking?
Hit him with your stick.
Try and
Take
perceive
a
if
sneak
he's still
check.
high.
Huh?
Try and perceive if he's still high.
Too late. Take a sneak check.
Correct.
Okay. What?
He gives you back the gun.
But without the clip.
Yes, without the clip in it.
You don't know that, secret.
No.
So
You
when
basically
we
get your
die,
gun
because
back.
I've not got the clip loaded in
I'll
my
let
gun.
you know when you calm down. I just don't want you to be like high
Yeah.
with a gun.
Okay, so probably about half hour later, if you manage to like calm down enough to not actually be angry at him. He has just fed you mushrooms, which made you think, hang on, I've got claws, I've got the tentacle, oh my face! Hang on, I've got claws, oh my face! You've been stuck in this cycle for like half an hour.
Right, I'm going to return to my altar
Okay.
and repent for nearly killing someone with a gun.
Okay. Yeah, you're well aware that you fired this gun. Yeah, that's fine.
Can I attempt to fix the broken thing he shot?
I'm going to say between the three of you, it's a fairly easy fix.
Okay, cool.
It just basically a massive amount of duct tape will do the job. You'll be fine. Wow. Okay. Wow. I need you.
Can I get really angry with him?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Ennis, what the fuck do you think you were doing?
Hey, it's just funny.
He shot at the wall.
Yeah, he didn't shoot anyone.
He could have shot anyone.
Ah, the boy's a prick.
It's what you hear from his. What you actually hear is not sandalwood.
And now our captain is a complete bundling mess.
He always was.
No, he wasn't. God's sake, don't ever do that again.
In his mind, he's thinking, "Mr. Bacon."
A, don't ever do that again, and B, if you're going to do that, make sure no weapons are involved.
Yeah, that was a bit of a mistake.
Eating knives.
Hush, Captain.
All right, Quinn, do you have anything to add to this conversation? The father has come back to consciousness and is basically praying in the altar. He's getting
I'm just going to
eaten
go and
out.
torment Mac for a bit.
Mac is
Like,
currently in the hammock, so yeah,
So
Quinn.
we're wasting time.
I can't do anything anyway.
No more folks for you.
All right, I need you to take a mental endurance for me. I'm sorry.
Lasting damage.
This is too funny.
No more folks for you. 6.
You take 1 level of suffering,
Yeah.
but you do get to come out of your trance. Essentially, the smell of bacon begins to change back into what smell did you try and cure him with?
I chose the first thing that came to hand.
Lavender.
Lavender. Right, yeah. So the bacon begins to transform back into lavender. And you're now aware that you are not actually held in a spider with the faces of your aunts in each eye. You're actually just in the hammock.
Alright. Why does everything hurt?
You guys carry on?
My
Do whatever you
face
want.
hurts.
Is the father back to normal?
Yes, he came back to consciousness properly about half an hour ago.
I'm
It
still
took
a bit
about half an hour.
annoyed, and so I'm sitting at my altar.
I'm going to go into your room and leave the ammo. Like, oh, you don't have rooms, do you? Okay. I'll just.
He's in his altar room.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to leave the ammo on his bed, but
We don't have
obviously
beds.
don't have
It's
beds.
consider okay. As I mentioned earlier, consider this more like a car.
Yeah. I know.
Yes, it may take you 14 hours to get somewhere, but you don't have a bed in your car.
You have a camp van.
You don't have a camp van. It's just
I'll
think
just
that.
come and give it back to
Yeah,
you.
the
like
back
a sheet
seat.
now.
Here's the ammo from your. Like,
Yeah,
gun,
but if
by
you're
the way.
5 you in there, you can't sleep
Yeah.
like can you? You sleep upright like you would do if you're in a people carrier.
Yeah.
Okay, well I think we should probably rest and make sure this, whatever you fed them, is out of their system,
Oh, don't worry. Pass the trick.
and
Bastard!
leave at first light.
It was so funny.
Yeah. I agree
Can't
with
deny
Quinn.
that.
Make sure we prepare enough supplies. It's a long trek.
Yeah.
Gonna have to stay overnight in
make
a
some
very
sandwiches.
dangerous place.
No. You're nowhere near
Bastard.
food.
Alright. I'm going to make myself a sandwich from the remains of this thing I've cooked.
Okay, all right. You managed to make yourself sandwich. You guys basically spend the evening just being very awkward around one another, and Eddie's like, "Well, da 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 da."
I
carrying on.
just think it was hilarious. I'm just like,
All right. Between you managed to string up another hammock should you need to, and you can basically sleep your night away. You managed to get your suffering gone. Don't get hit points back, sorry, because that's not punishment enough otherwise.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, you wake up in the morning. The sun is beginning to come through the trees. It's dappled through the light. So which way are you going? Are you going along the pathway, or are you going along the river?
The river will be more dangerous but quicker, so if we are not
Half a
killed,
day versus 3/4. Well, half day versus basically a day.
the river would avoid having to travel at night, but
15 hours versus 30.
Yeah, something along those lines. Yeah,
well, how long's a day on Kuzon if we went the long passway?
I think it's
hours.
about 20 hours.
We'd
Yeah.
have to camp basically if we went through the forest, which I don't really want to do. I'd rather get there in one go.
Let's go around the road then. It's
We've got
quicker.
more scarecrow rounds.
yeah, I feel like they both have equal danger.
Fair,
One
we're
of
standing,
them's more
we're
dangerous
standing in the
location, one
forest
of
surrounded by
them's more
cooking
dangerous.
trees. Let's just like, go to rock and
Okay.
go down the river. rather than walk down it surrounded by dangerous animals.
Do we know what's in the river?
Well, that's
No,
it.
but we know we
That's
definitely know
something
there's
probably
dangerous
pretty
animals there.
there are creatures in the river, but I'm gonna say it's a fast flowing river, but there probably wouldn't be too much of a danger unless they're actually and trying to pull you down.
In which case,
you
they might
probably
do
have
that
to
if we're
see
walking
them.
past
Yeah.
the river.
It's like being on the Amazon. You're only in danger if you fall in.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. That's probably a safe assumption from your critter value. Yeah.
So yeah, it would actually be safer to build a boat and go that way.
It would also be far quicker.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to build the raft, but
Do we,
And also, it wouldn't be sort of like damaging to sort of like any excess pain I may have, something like that.
yeah, it would probably be far easier for you. Yes.
do
You're out painkillers and antibiotics now.
But I have no suffering levels now.
No suffering levels now.
do we have anything that we could use to help us make a raft on the ship?
We have rope and duct tape.
Do we have any like barrels or anything like that, or bottles?
Probably not. No, you probably wouldn't. You probably have some tarp.
You could, does the ship have a clutching bay?
Yeah, we've got
Then
quite
we'd have the tools to cut down.
Yeah, you'd have the
to
tools to
like
cut down
harvest
trees. Yeah, you'd have the ability to cut down trees. You probably have some tarps so you can make the bottom of your boat. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You have the bits and pieces.
Yeah, because they've got the clutching base, so we'll just in there assemble a basic raft.
Okay. I'm gonna say you're gonna take lead on the build on this. Pick an assistant.
I will take you.
Good job. I need you both to roll craft checks for me.
Okay.
Or anything you have to take a craft. You can give me any skill check you can justify. Justify.
Knowledge, because I can justify knowledge of anything.
Yeah. Okay. You're an arrogant prick. Go for it.
Hurrah. Legendary knowledge.
Jesus.
Why not?
Give an hour. Wow.
50.
I got 15 too.
Oh wow. Then yeah, it almost like you three are like you like go into like the the sort of like begin to talk amongst yourselves back in the prayer room, and probably about 15-20 minutes later, they have a fucking boat.
Like the perfect 5-man canoe.
It's the perfect 5-man canoe. They've even got everyone like fucking oars. This thing is like fucking perfect. No, they've created 4 oars because that makes more universal, and it means that one of you doesn't have to row.
Well, no, one of them's got a rudder at the back to steer.
Oh, you want a rudder? Okay, one of you has the rudder, and the rest of you have the oars. It's not like it's not an inline canoe. Just it's boat. You basically make a boat.
It's
Yeah.
a rowing boat.
20 minutes later, you have a fucking boat.
That's so impressive. I'm no longer mad at you.
Thank you, Father.
I'm still mad with
It's
you.
all because we did it in the prayer room. Yeah.
It was
Did
your
not do it in
prayer
the
that
prayer
carried
room.
us through, Father.
Yeah.
All right. Are you? I'm assuming you lock up your ship. Make sure it's secure.
Yes.
Anything you're going to do to make it more secure? Are you going to plant your mine? Plant your mines? Are you
Make a
going
mine.
to actually just leave the
I
ship
don't
where it is
have a-
because
I
it's
I'm
in a
going to make a
decent
little
place?
handwritten sign saying, please do not steer.
Okay.
I don't have a. I've only got a remote mine, so I could leave a remote one planted near the bottom of it. So if we came back and there was a group here, we could follow
Blow
them
up our ship.
Well, no, it wouldn't do any damage to the actual ship, but it would do damage to the
You
standing
could
front
plant
of
it in a way that you know that you take out the people, but only lightly damage your ship. You
Yeah.
would still damage your ship, but only very lightly. You could put it in a place
Can
that
you
would
rig a
harm them.
deadman switch on the remote and just like put it under one of like the landing struts? So if it tried to sort of move the ship, a big ass explosion would go off.
They'll blow your ship up.
Well, no, it might not blow the ship up, but there'd be a big explosion. People would come out and see what was happening.
You blow the
You're in the
landing
middle of
strut
friggin' nowhere.
The only way.
There
No,
are-
as in-
there
as
are
in the
people around
people who are
to-
stealing the ship.
Oh, yeah,
would hear
yeah,
a big
yeah.
explosion and go like, oh,
Fuck
it's apart.
this, yeah.
Is there not a way to just lock the ship?
Yeah.
You can,
Yeah,
you can
but-
literally just leave it. I mean, you are in a very secluded little area. From above, you can't obviously tell that you've landed. Yeah, you're basically in the middle of friggin' nowhere.
I think we'll probably be fine.
Yeah. It's not going to be like a land park.
No, I
coming
just
out
wanted
there
to
and
check.
Tell you what I'll do is one of these remote bombs. I'll just bury it lightly just at the foot of the thing.
Okay.
So if I come back and there's someone standing there, I could, if I wanted to, blow them up.
Okay. Might make a note that you've lost one of your things and where you put it. Okay. All right. So I assume that you boat your way down the river. All right. Screw it. Like a father. You roll a d4 for me.
Oh, 4. Sorry.
Yeah, roll d4.
That's a D6.
I can
Triangle.
count.
Just
Triangle.
91.
Triangle.
2.
Okay. It takes you 7 hours.
Nice.
It takes you 7 hours to get down there. So, you, what would have taken half a day, quarter of a day?
I'm assuming
Okay.
this river doesn't like change direction after 12 hours or anything like that.
No, not really.
No.
It just tends to almost basically stream. Okay, I need you. and you to make perception checks for me, please.
Watch.
9.
9. Okay. You see just in time that there is a tree. Like you can just see like the tops of it poking up through, and you manage to like, wait. In fact, no, you have the rudder. So you basically steer around this, so you manage to completely avoid that. However, a bit further up ahead, Quinn doesn't notice the kind of the creatures that are kind of jumping out of the water, going across. You think it's just part of the water. And you see these little things. You don't see these little things just jumping up and down. And as you guys swim, like get your boat into this area, you're well aware that. Tell me what this boat's constructed of.
I thought we'd have something buoyant at the edge, and then the middle bit would just be like a couple of supports, and then the tarp.
Mm-hmm.
So mostly, it's basically like the tarp is pretty much the base of the boat with a bit of supports underneath it, probably some wooden or metal straps.
As you guys are going through this, the 5 of you are aware that you can feel something like nipping at like where you're sitting on the thing, and you look down and you realise it's got like little razor sharp cuts in it, in the tarp. They've just almost appeared from nowhere. And as you look down, you notice that some more of these are appearing, and they're just like, and you can then suddenly just hear them like hitting the side of your boat, like.
Let's go faster. Let's go faster.
The bottom of your boat is filling up with water.
That's to be expected.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
get
How
down.
far are we away from?
You're probably about 2 hours walk.
Okay, and how far from the shore are we?
3 minutes maybe.
Quite a wide river.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's make for the shore before this thing comes apart completely.
Yeah.
I mean, we can always carry on down the river until this thing looks like it's going to actually sink.
If the river is flowing in the direction we're going, then we probably only need 2 of us doing the oar. The other 2 can probably
Bail it.
bail.
Well, we wouldn't need to bail it because we'll still stay afloat anyway, so the water will come into the...
How
Yeah,
far
that's-
away are we from the end of the river?
You're probably about
That's like the bottom
30
gets
minutes
out.
from your destination.
No.
30 minutes from destination. Okay, so
So the bottom's full of water, the full of holes, so... like-
It's going to
yeah. It's
it's
only
blatantly
like
obvious
a
that your
tarpaulin
ship
there that needs
is
to be, but
actually-
We're never going to lower...
Yeah.
We're never going to actually get the water out of the ship.
Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
just to lower the weight so you go faster.
as you guys are discussing this and you're feeling these nips, you become aware that it's cutting into your trousers, it's cutting into your skin, and behind you can see this like trail of blood.
Yeah, we should probably get to...
Ow.
Yeah.
In that case, I want everyone to take 3 points of damage, which is what I've just rolled.
Investigate this.
No.
Guys, my
I'm
ass
guessing
is
you haven't got
bleeding.
any healing.
I
since
don't
the last time, have we?
think that. Well, you would have slept.
Would I have got any healing when I slept?
You've had like 3 days of sleep, so yeah, you've been
Would I have
fine.
been back for help?
Yeah,
Okay.
you had 3 days of sleep. You would have been alright.
Oh, we took 3.
Unless you can justify how you have armor on your ass.
My wallet is in my
I'm
back pocket.
I'm wearing both a duster coat and trousers.
would I have had any
And thick
extra
rubber boots.
Would I still have any bandages on from like hurting my back?
Probably not in your ass.
Not on your ass, no. Not on your ass.
I'm going to suggest that we sit on the buoyant
Wood.
bits at the edge and then have your feet in the middle rather than
Yeah,
sitting
you
in the
become
middle.
acutely aware that the more blood there is, the more of these things are attacking your ship.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to
So
get
your
my
boat.
flesh out of contact,
boat.
so I see my shoes on the floor now.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
As long as we balance two
So
each
where are you
side,
heading?
it's
So
fine.
you're... Tell me what it is that you're actually doing right now.
Going to shore.
You're going to shore, and are you sitting up on the edge of your buoyant things?
Yeah.
Okay,
Also,
I need...
which side is Kuzlamon?
You head towards the correct shore.
Okay.
You're heading
That's what
right.
I just wanted to double check. I was like, oh, we panicked, went to the wrong side.
No, you're right. I need everyone, as you begin to like frantically like row your way to the side, and you're all sitting on this point, you're trying to like do this. I need everyone to take dexterity checks for me.
Yes. 14.
Wow.
Oh, hey. 14.
Holy shit.
8.
11.
Okay, you all just about
What?
managed to stay
How
up.
did you get an 11?
9.
Oh, I thought it was 6. Sorry.
You all just about to manage. Those who got less than 10 is a little bit rocky,
God.
but you grip with your knees and you just like, "Whoa," and then like a friend of yours, like basically either Mac or Tepid, puts their arm out, just writes you back up, and you basically all just make it to the side of the river. All right.
Right.
So
Who's got the most amount of damage at the moment?
All roughly about
who's
even.
looking a bit shitty right now?
I'm fine.
Everyone would have taken the same amount of damage, I believe.
Extra.
Yeah,
You've got
4
one
health.
I've taken 4.
He's taken 4 points of damage.
Max looking a little bit more bloody than you would expect everyone else to be.
The reason I'm asking is whoever's got the most amount of damage, I was going to do a medic.
That's fine. You can go for it. You can
Might be you actually.
check out the bottom of his legs and his
Might be
ass if
you.
you want.
Because you took some damage from falling off that tree as well.
16, 15,
Well, we can do it when we get sure.
You're at the
I
shore.
care more about
You're at the shore.
people than me.
Fair enough.
Okay, I'm going to do a medic check on that. 7, 10.
Yep.
Okay, what?
How many ranks in medic have you got?
I have got 1.
1. Okay, it's a D6.
Have 6 points of
Yeah,
damage.
he basically like.
Brings you back up to full
Yeah.
health.
Yeah, he has a look at you.
TCP on it.
Yeah, he gets out the TCP and
Real
you're not sure whether it's TCP or leftover dental, but it stings like fuck.
Yeah. It's the sort of thing a priest would use. It hurts, but it's wholesome.
It's purifying. All right, so I assume you guys are going to make your way towards the city. Okay.
Yeah.
As you make your way towards this Rutai city, as you arrive there, you there are a lot of Rutai here. They're not at the ground. They've built a platform, so it raises them slightly above, and you walk up this kind of like these grand steps. They're sort of like here, there, and everywhere, just to raise you above the level of the grinning worms. Because fuck that. So you make your way up onto this platform, and there are teeming amount of Rutai here. There are ginormous, very, very small ones, some very clearly very old ones. There are they're like little ones running around. They're almost identical to one another, and they always seem to be just like milling around, talking to one another. Even like some of them are in their little shops, and you can hear them like clang, 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 or like ting, 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 or you hear like like where they, some of them are working with electronics and stuff like that. And you can, as you look up and look around, all these houses and homes and shops are built high into the canopy. They're not like at the very top of the trees, just below that very top edge to keep them protected from the manta rays. And there are quite a lot of, like in this higher area, there's more platforms and walkways, and you see that quite a lot of the Rutai are carrying some very big fucking guns. Some of them are flamethrowers because they don't want to get eaten by these big bays things that live in that level. And it becomes evident after about 10-15 minutes of walking here. You can see this huge building. It is ginormous. And it's clearly been constructed over the years. You can see where the very old parts are at the very centre, and it looks like a very traditional Rutai built place, as in bits and pieces from here and there have just been wanged on the side. Some of it's been welded on, some of it you think might be stitched together, but you can't quite be sure. You clearly there are sounds of like signs of duct tape, and like some of it is very ornate, very beautifully done. Some of it just not, and it's just big building. It is huge. It's probably the biggest building you've ever seen constructed by any creature ever, just built in the treetops.
Is that the Union place?
That is indeed the Guildhall. You know this to be the Guildhall. Look, you've ever been here before? No, I'm going to say none of you have been here, but it's fairly blatantly obvious what this place is.
Okay.
And you can see around it there are like smaller homes that are built slightly lower to it. Some of them built on this platform that you guys are walking across, so you don't get eaten by the worms or any other creatures down there. And that's essentially what you see before you. This place is just full of Rutai. You see the occasional human walking around. More common than, say, I don't know, having a Gendal here on Erilisk. But yeah, you see quite a few humans.
How obvious is it, which one, based on the address that we got from the device?
You can see... Take a perception check for me.
9.
9. You can see that there is like the large pale yellow leafed tree and a dark green leafed tree, and you can tell that these two trees signify they are close to the Guildhall, and they are like around one of these smaller buildings which are next to it. So these were the kind of indicators and markers. And you look around, not that you can really see numbers so well, but you would probably be aware what the different numbers around here would represent. You can probably tell between the 5 of you and your knowledge of Rutai and the information you got from the different personal drives, you would tell that is Klung's place.
Okay.
Outside Klung's place there are 2 Rutai and 2 humans, and they seem to be guarding. There are a couple of Rutai clearly patrolling the Guildhall entrances, and you can tell there are probably quite a few of them. So,
Okay.
okay.
Can they, the ones guarding the hall,
Yeah.
can they see Clung's house? Like, from there? Is
It
it in
depends.
eye-eye?
Like the entrance one for sure, but the side entrance is probably less so.
As this is kind of like in amongst trees and stuff, is
Yeah.
the only entrance level from ground level, or are the branches up above? that can be
In
climbed
theory,
across?
yeah, you could definitely climb across some of these branches. The ones near the guild hall itself, they've kind of been cleared around it, so you probably couldn't climb across the trees very easily. You'd have to jump, and that would be some jump to get from like branch. But
Let's not do that again.
yeah,
No.
let's not do that again. But the trees that are closest to like the little residences around this, some of them again would be a bit of a jump, but much less so. Especially around Clung's residence, there are some trees there, and you could feasibly jump. It would probably make a racket, and it'd be quite dangerous. But it's
Could you
not like
drop-
life-threatening
if
compared
you
to
had a
that.
rope, could you drop down on top of
No,
it?
no, not specifically on Clung's house,
Okay.
because that is the PM's place.
Does Clung have a back door?
Not that you can see from street level.
The
Okay.
other thing is that you said this was elevated slightly, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So can you get underneath?
you could.
So if we were to go out the city, is it like the whole floor is like solid at a certain level?
Some of it is. You would be aware that some of it is solid down to the ground. Unless you actually climbed underneath and looked yourself, you couldn't tell for sure.
Do they patrol under there?
Unless you've been under there, you couldn't say for sure.
But can we see any guards like moving underneath? Assuming we're spending a few minutes looking around, or like an hour or so. just
Take a
to see
perception check for me.
We forgot to do a vital part of our plan. The reason why we were waiting was so that she could make us some false IDs. We forgot to do that.
Too late, snooze or lose.
Well, we could always do it here.
We would get ourselves into those
She has her tablet with her.
So what did you get?
So 5,
7.
7, yeah.
You can't. You look down, but all you see is darkness.
Okay.
So looking through the slats and stuff, you couldn't really tell. I mean, some of it slatted. The stuff near the guild hall and near the residences attached to the guild hall, they're all solid. Or
What's it made of? Is it something that can be disassembled or broken through?
most of it is constructed from bits and pieces. It's a very like traditional Rutai way of building things. Like as new technology develop, they've kind of put things together.
So is it like
The stuff near the guild hall and near the residences attached to the guild hall, they seem to be like metal plates, so like corrugated iron, stuff like that. Obviously, just not. You know what I mean? It's from that same material.
So it would be difficult and noisy to break through.
Yes.
Okay.
Quinn, do you keep healer's robe you stole?
A bit louder.
What?
Do you keep the healer's robe that you stole?
I didn't hear you. No, I dropped it.
I burned mine as well. Well, it's trousers though.
You dull bastards. You could have used it to sneak over and hand them letters like this was among his belongings when he died.
On
Like, I'm from the temple.
on a 7, you can spot these two trees that were causing the panic room builders trouble, and they clearly are beginning to warp the metal that's nearby. Yeah, it's probably about the best I could give you on that.
Okay, so is that near the houses?
Yeah, so these two trees are like the two trees, the paler yellow one and the kind of darker green one. They are in front of, almost like they're welcoming people through into the PM's house.
Okay, assuming we're somewhere like fairly away from people in a quiet area, like we might be able to get in underneath and get in.
A bit louder.
What?
You don't need to actually
Sorry,
whisper,
I'm
just say you're
confused.
whispering.
I'll say to them in a whispering voice, like, yeah, we could possibly go underneath the platform and then see if we can get in through where these roots have been knackering their plan. Because if we go into the safe room and then go from the safe room into the house, that might be the easiest way of doing it. Because if we can get onto the platform, I doubt they have people under there very often.
There's
How
probably a
is the
reason
safe
for
room going
that.
to be the easiest way to get in?
Well, because it's usually open, so people can get into it.
We'd be outside of it.
No,
Yeah,
if we
there's
get
only
into it,
one way
because
in.
they're trying to build the safe room, but the roots are in the way. So it
makes
could well be open around the roots, or you might be able to get in through the
sense.
roots. Because it's not finished yet; it's still being built.
Yeah. I don't know, I wasn't sure if it was finished in the tunnel, was it?
No, they hadn't finished it because it was still
Okay.
because the roots were causing a problem.
Correct.
That's true, yeah.
So that's an option for getting in.
I
Who looks
might
like a construction worker?
No, I might go up to them and act as a distraction and get the guards in conversation.
Okay, that's possible.
Well, I need to do some shopping, so if you want me to try and talk to one of the blokes there.
Okay,
Let's not do
stop.
shopping.
What are you shopping for?
I want
Be
to
very, very specific.
In,
I want
out,
to
done.
replenish my bomb gibbons.
You
kit.
will probably not be able to walk into the middle of a Rutai city and go, I would like to replenish my bomb-making kit.
Why not? This place is horrifically dangerous. Surely it's quite common.
A bomb-making kit.
Yeah.
After the Temple of Bastard has just been bombed, you want to walk in. Excuse me, sir. I know it's a bit of a troubling time, but would you mind awfully if I purchase some bombs? Probably not going to be able to find it easily.
Will it be the bits to make bombs? So it'd be like dep pins.
Yeah, so you'd need like the det pins, you'd need the chemicals, you'd need various bits of metal.
They still
But
might be on a
considering,
bit of
like,
fire
you know,
there.
everyone, like, considering
Perhaps
this world,
it may be
would
wiser that you purchase bomb-making materials when you, when you get back to Helena's.
Okay.
There's a high chance you'll be able to refurnish you with stuff, or you'll be able to purchase stuff from there. If you really want to buy it, then go ahead.
Well, I think it'd
That's
be a
not
good
a
way
problem.
to get in and like discussing with people, because I assume on this world, carrying grenades around would be a very common thing because you've got
More firearms and fire-making equipment. A lot of the people have had flamethrowers.
Yeah.
That's more common than explosives.
So?
Because explosives require you to be in a certain place at a certain time.
or grenade launcher.
Or a grenade launcher, yeah. But flames and guns probably more likely than grenade launchers.
Fair enough.
If you would like to purchase stuff, that's fine, that can be done, but I will have to do that as a separate to everything else.
But I was just going to use it as an excuse to go and talk to a dude and see if we could find any more information out.
You're
Okay.
totally one of those players. You need 1,000 llamas. I walk into a store. Where can I buy 1,000 llamas?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to, fine. As long as you can get it past the rest of your group, I will think of a bomb maker for you.
It's not actually bombs I need. I need like the wires and like some fuses and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's not actually. I'm not going to. I want the
Yeah,
bomb.
but if you were talking about replenishing your kit, that would include everything.
Yeah.
So that's why I was asking you to be very specific
That's
about
fine.
what you were buying.
Without me going into it, I was just going to say I need to replenish bits from my kit. So I'd go in there and say I need fuses, I need this resistor, I need something like this, and I need these few bits.
Okay.
I mean, it wouldn't even necessarily be obvious to a normal dude that I'm trying to make bombs with it. I mean, it could just be a load of bits and pieces.
Okay.
What would
General
you say?
stuff.
What would
Yeah.
you say if they asked what you're buying for?
Then I'll.
Lie.
I'm carrying a grenade
Lie.
launcher on me. I'll be like, I'm trying to make more ammo. For
Hang
my
on, wait.
grenade
You're
launcher.
carrying a grenade launcher in the middle of. Are you carrying your big ass gun in the middle of this town? Yes, you probably
Oh
are.
yeah, we've
Just walked out the
through
jungle
with
a
jungle.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, this place is so
It's a
horrifically
big ass gun,
dangerous.
it's a-
I'm
it's
sure
a standard
everyone's doing it.
rifle.
Yeah, it's a rifle. Okay. All right. If you really want to purchase some, then I will make that possible. But okay, I will give you no more buts. If that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do.
Well,
Why
I'm
don't
just
we
checking
just
it
walk
with these guys.
through the door? We have the keys.
There's
Assuming
security
that.
outside.
What?
Security are outside.
Yeah, it's a bunch of guards.
Yeah, there are 4 guards, 2 human and 2 Rota outside the PM's place, and there are a bunch of guards everywhere around the guild hall.
We need credentials if we just walk in.
Do you know either of those two guys?
Might
Come
do.
on, come on.
But I say, before we go up there, do you want to try and make some kind of fake ID or something so we've at least got...
I can try.
Because if you go into their system and like... Oh, you could add like a schedule that's saying like that someone's bringing his belongings back or something.
Let's start with trying to make some fake IDs.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so what are you doing to make these fake IDs? Are you making literally little pass packs, or are you making electronic... I need to know what you're looking for. What you're trying to do.
Do we know what the
little
route
passes?
Little like ID tags.
Yeah.
If you want, I can help and make the physical stuff and you can program them.
Yeah. If you're able to make the physical stuff.
The physical stuff would simply be a case of purchasing a card.
But wouldn't it need to be like have our faces on it, so we need to like put our faces on it? So.
Not necessarily.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean,
Like
you
face.
could put pictures on it if you wish, but I'm not sure where you'd... Okay,
Well, I assume it would need to be an electric
Right,
card, so
yeah.
it need to have like a chip in it, so it need to be.
yeah.
some
So
kind
the
of-
easiest thing would be buy a card with a chip in it. If you want to put pictures on it,
Is there a
sure,
photo
but you'll
booth
need to
nearby?
you'll need to explain to me how you're going to put a picture on it in the middle of like a freaking city.
Mm.
Is there a post office we can get popping?
They're going to do all the checks for you and put your name on there and
To be
everything.
fair, if these people have mastered spaceflight, I'm sure they've got a photo booth somewhere. There's going to be tourists.
It's
Yeah, but it would be easy
you
to
would
mount
find
it.
these things. I'm just kind of like I'm trying to figure out how and why the logistics of what you guys are doing.
But dude, this is the route on. They're probably more along the lines of like, I don't know you, don't come in here.
Can I
Like,
see
I have
if
a
it's
card.
actually possible
We
to
don't
do
issue
first
cards,
before
go
we
away.
actually go and find a card?
It's possible.
It is.
It's
okay.
definitely possible. Yeah,
Okay.
you could definitely make fake IDs. It's not a problem.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out the logistics of how the fuck you're doing this because you don't have any cards.
Well, that's
You
what
don't
I'm-
have a photo booth.
Yeah, well, so we can
I'm
go
just trying to
and-
figure out the logistics of this shit.
Well, I assume it's just like a fairly standard like.
We're assuming a
type
very
card.
high tech level. These are
We
just like
just,
famous tinkers and like laid back dudes.
Well,
They
well,
look like
William,
super
as I've
scientists.
known a bit about Rutai, would I know the kind of things they'd use as ID?
Yeah, you probably have like some sort of like physical things, like hey, this is who I am. But the chip on it will be more important than the picture or anything like that. And you know that the Rutai probably use like a variety of different things. There's no standard because Rutai don't tend to have standard things.
Okay. So we just go and try
You
and
could
rustle
probably-
up a couple of these
In
chips
theory,
and-
you could just botch something together, and the Rutai will be like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Alright, we'll do that then.
Or abduct and kill a few guards.
Or that as an alternative, yeah. It's entirely up to you.
You could just use your terminal and actually just put something on your terminal and just show it to them.
Maybe.
It's possible.
Is there a way of me making the cards out? Thin
No, you would need something.
Do you need something?
Oh, you need something. You don't have like random cards hanging around, unless one of you wants
Or
to
a
say we
printer on
do.
your video.
Is it illegal to sell drugs in this place?
Okay. No,
What?
no, it's not illegal to sell drugs, so long as you know what you're selling, how much you're selling, and it's not an illegal drug.
Is whole count illegal drug?
Is what? Sorry.
Is whole count
Yes,
illegal
it
drug?
is a very illegal drug.
Okay, fine. I won't try that.
Is in fact the
Excuse me,
drug that they
guards.
gave to the Nitu soldiers.
What is it with
To make
you
them more
and your
powerful.
characters becoming drug dealers?
I just happen to
I
have.
think
Drug
he really wants to be a
dealers-
drug dealer in real
It's more
life.
his
Drug-
fucking frustrated.
Drug dealers and bomb makers with many,
Yeah.
many pockets
Well,
who don't understand
the
the
thing
concept
is-
of being able to carry things.
I kind of spent all my money on someone, so now I don't have anything to buy things.
Oh,
with.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I
Okay.
wasn't going to say
All right,
anything.
let's stop,
You clearly did.
guys. What are we doing?
Can I go on?
We're
Can
having an argument.
I know we're having an
Tell.
argument. Right, okay. Before people tell me what they want to roll, plan what you're going to do and then tell me what you're going to roll, rather than three people doing different rolls that actually don't lead to your bigger plan.
Okay.
By the way, Mac, you're supposed to be in charge, so deal with it. Get on with it, man. Do your fucking job.
Okay,
You feel
my-
Gertrude in the back of your head, like aiming up a sniper rifle.
Cucumber.
Oh, God.
Is it common knowledge that there's like where Klung's place is?
Yes.
So,
It's like number
so they
10.
wouldn't be surprised if I walked up to the guards and said, say there's a rumour going around about Klung.
You could definitely try talking to them. Yeah, I mean
think they're
that's
aware
not
that
going to
it's
Well,
stop
one of
you.
them's yeah, but
Two of them are
I'm
human,
gonna
two of them
pretend
are
I'm
Rutai.
not.
Yeah, two of them are human, two of them are Rutai.
Okay.
So yeah, you could definitely go up and talk to
So-
them, and everyone would know that this probably is, this would be Klung's
So
residence.
that will be my distraction. Would be to sort of just- and then get really upset because I quite liked the order of things and
Okay,
everything being good.
before you do that,
Yeah, make your plan, and then we'll
Yeah.
do rolls.
okay. My idea is to go onto my tablet using either my tablet or my Pit Girl.
Yeah, basically even PDA is the same thing.
Yeah. Go onto my PDA and see if I can link into the system of the general office.
So it's the Rutai's Tinkerers Union, or you could try and hack into the security of Klung's personal space.
We want to get to his office, don't we?
Yeah, so he
Well,
has
both.
his home, which you have the personal stuff for. He also has his personal office inside the guild hall,
Okay.
which again you have keys for.
let's try and
Well,
get his
authenticate
home
keys for.
first. I'd suggest.
Okay.
So I'd go onto my go onto my Pit Girl thing, PDA.
No, we're PDAs
PM.
now. Yeah.
Sorry. Go onto my PDA
Yeah.
and see if I can hack into the system.
Okay. Which one? Home.
The home.
Okay, so you've put this forward to the group. Anyone else putting forward anything else? Make your plans.
I would,
See if
Before
can
we
get
do
into the
rolls.
System. If we're going to go shopping, should we try and see if we can get some cloth that looks like Barson robes and get whatever the hell you're looking for. If you can make IDs,
Right.
IDs that say we're from the temple, and we will go there and say we need to return these important documents.
Run it and
And
just
that
say
gets us
thank
in.
you.
Well, no, because we're here to present them to important people, not just hand them to guards on the door. They're the personal belongings of a dead leader.
Okay.
I would say one other thing that rather than trying to get into the residence, because we know there's another way into that, we might want to try and get into the workplace, because if we can only
Yeah.
get into one of them, the work.
You guys would all be aware that it's far easier to break into kitchens and works and construction sites than it is actually secure places.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
But if we have a disguise and a story and vital documents,
That's
we're
fine.
just strolling through the front door.
Yeah. And then if they say like you can't go into the residence too, then we could go underneath and try and break into our things.
Yeah.
But as far as we are aware, only the house has the secret passage we can get into.
Okay, so you want me to try and break into the workplace first?
That would probably be the better one to try and break in.
Okay.
Do you want me to go find your card while I'm shopping?
Yes, if you go and see if you can find cards whilst I do the hacking into the system thing.
Okay, are you going to take any precautions whilst hacking, or are you going to stand in the middle of the street and hack?
I'm going to go find somewhere a little bit more secluded.
A shady place. That's a
Probably
good,
a cafe or something.
that's a good idea. Yeah, you can find a cafe and you know someone serves you like the equivalent of like Earl Grey hot. They could serve you the equivalent, and you know we'll take that discussion further.
In a bucket.
In a bucket, yeah, in a huge bucket. No, you get like a lot of, you know, their humans clearly have settled here, so you get like, you know, you genuinely get almost Earl Grey hot tea, almost tea, almost Earl Grey, almost in a cup.
You get dandelion and burdock.
Okay,
The
is
artist all
anyone
falls to
is
them
anyone
as a
staying
drop.
with Lola? Are you going to leave Lola be? Because obviously the shopping and the
We'll
security
stay with her.
checkout's going to take time. So are you going to leave her be? Are you going
Well,
to?
me and Mac are going shopping.
You two are going shopping, and I will deal with shopping later because I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
What are you two doing?
Just waiting.
I don't really have any useful skills for this moment.
Do you want to maybe
You
protect
could
Lola?
if
That's what I thought
if
you'd
breaking into the workplace is an option, you're probably going to want to go survey that yourselves
True,
and
good
actually
job.
get an idea what the fuck is going on. If you
Oh,
want to
recon.
chat to people, then there is a chance that you may need to scope out who they are, listen to conversations.
Mhm.
So, okay, you two are going to go survey?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to go with these two first, and I'll get back to you in a minute.
Okay.
Mainly because I want to deal with this first, because it's funny. Right, you two are going to the workplace, right?
Mhm.
So you walk to the PN's, like the Rutai Tinkerers Union's leader. You get to his residence, and you see that it's guarded, but only really from the front. It's clearly a major catastrophe's happened, and it's flying like all the windows and everything are shut, and it's clearly like boarded up. It's, you know, you would be aware that this is some sort of like morning ritual, and you make your way around the building, and it's quite a large like exterior like fence. But as you get round to the back of it, you hear the sound like cling cling cling, tung tung tung, and you hear like Rutais talking in their native language, and you hear humans attempting to talk in Rutai. Some of them have got it nailed down. They've even got like the English swagger, like hey, like every few seconds. But they've managed to work this into the Rutai. They're having a general conversation about stuff. So, none of you speak Rutai, do you?
No.
Nailed it. Carry on.
Cool. I mean, is there a way of getting around the sides to see where this thing is happening?
The kind of the fence, the kind of like the fence area goes all the way around, and you occasionally see Rutai with weapons walking nearby, like through some of the slats and through some of the leaves, which kind of break a little bit. But no, unless you like literally prop yourself up, you can't really see what's on the other side. It's not particularly high fence. You probably could both scale it, no problem, or at least hold on to the top and go.
The traditional 8-foot fence.
Yeah, the 8-foot fence.
Is
Fuck
there
it's 8 foot.
an area that I could do that without somebody just going, what are you doing?
I'm going to say yeah. You've spent enough time checking out. You probably able to figure out the guards. So yeah, you could probably like both over the top. Looking over the top, you can see that they are this like raised area, so you guys don't like deal with the grinning worms and all the other things in the underbush. That they have taken some of that apart, and they are digging foundations for a panic room. And you can see that there is a root system, like there are 2 of them, and you recognise the bark, and they are huge. Although the trees appeared small, their root system was ginormous. It's gone everywhere, and you can see it's beginning to interrupt like where they're trying to dig out this almost perfect square in the ground. And you can see that they've gone like a fair distance down. They're probably about 6-7 feet down, and you can see that there are some tunnels that have already been built, one heading towards the residence, one heading off towards, you would assume, the guild hall, but you can't see exactly where they're going because the tops of them have already been covered with dirt and whatnot. So
There's a temple there.
this is what you see. There are probably about half a dozen workers there. Probably about 4 Rutai, 2 human, and 2 human. Just like, you know, despite the fact they're smaller, they're clearly holding their own. They're clearly doing as much work as the Rutai, because the Rutai don't really do this sense of time thing. They're just chilling out. Whereas the humans are probably just going for it.
A busy workplace we could maybe get in as construction workers.
Or are they going to have a break for cocoa at some point?
Or sleep at night.
Daisies.
I assume they
How long
stop
do you
at
want to hang around there?
Well,
Your earpieces are on the absolute range between all of you, so you
Right.
can just about hear each other. With Lola being the centre, she can be the relay.
we can see the tunnel.
Does it look like you can get to it from underneath?
Yes.
You can get to it from
Yeah, you could.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So that's an option to either get in or out. I assume they're going to stop at night. If we wait around until dark, we can see if they keep working 24/7 or not.
Yeah, I'm assuming you guys don't constantly stay that over the top. You're going to check every now and then. How long are you guys going to stay around there? Are you going to stay until you find out whether they've gone, or are you going to head back towards the group? Or
I assume we're in constant
oh,
communication.
yeah, you can be in
so
constant
there's no need
communication.
for us to actually physically meet up
Yeah.
again.
So probably keep an eye on it.
Okay,
I would.
right. Can I have both of you roll perception checks for me?
8.
7.
Okay, with a 7 and 8, sort of as dusk comes, the Rutai and the humans get up and they basically literally drop tools where they are as soon as like it's almost like you don't know what the
Do you hear like a crow,
impetus
a bird
was?
crow or something?
No, you don't hear anything, you don't see anything, but almost in unison, all 6 of them just drop their tools and leave. They're like, no, I'm done, walk off. You see, who got an 8? Okay, with an 8, you can see that with the sun setting through the trees and whatnot, you can see there's a slight glow in one of the tunnels going off. Sorry, in the tunnel going off towards the guild hall, and it's kind of flickering like you would assume it's a fire, but you don't, or a flame at least, but you don't actually know exactly what's in there. You can't see anything more than that because you only got an 8. Okay, you two are there for now. Right, let's deal with shopping. Get that fucking crap out of the way. Right, exactly what are you looking for?
I'm looking for the pits to make my bomb gubbins kit back up.
You
We're
can't
looking-
find all of it. I'm going to tell you that now.
That's fine.
You will not be able to walk around this city and buy everything for a bomb
That's
kit.
fine. That's just like any bits I can get would be great.
All right,
I don't
you
understand
find
why you're
det
trying to
packs.
bomb
You find all the electrical stuff. You find anything you could
So
physically
I
make
just say I
explode.
find half my bomb kit gubbins.
Yes,
just
but
to
you
make
need all of it to actually make
Yeah, no,
make a
fine.
bomb.
And also we're going to be looking for some cloth.
Right, I need you to roll a barter check for me.
Hang on, I'm finished.
No, you need to roll a barter check for me. This is separate to your cloth
Okay, fine.
because this won't be coming out of your group funds.
No. I was also going to see if I could get some like any kind of a dart, like a tranquilizing dart as well.
Okay, no, let's deal with one thing at a time.
Okay,
You can't buy like everything that exists
Why
in
would
this
they
world
sell
and
something?
carry it all.
that's fine.
No, it's very reasonable that we carry trank guns.
Yeah, probably more reasonable.
Is it? I'm just trying to figure. You remember you can't carry everything in the world.
I know.
You're not a big strong man.
I've got him with me as well. I'm not like, with this.
Just remember
Right.
you can't buy everything in the world.
6.
A 6. That's probably going to cost you about 20 cowbrick to get half your electrical kit.
Okay.
You don't have 20, do you?
No, I have 7.
You get laughed out the shop. You literally get laughed out of the shop.
Fair enough.
And it's this like very deep laugh, like get out. And he sees you from the shop. Right, what's the next thing you're trying to buy?
I want to buy some kind of like a trank gun,
You want to buy a trank gun?
or like some method of like basically
Some
non-lethally knocking someone out.
Would
in
it not be
case-
better to get the road
Okay,
first?
I'm going to tell you no that guns are way more than the 7 cowbrick you have.
Yeah, what got Matt with me? He has 40 odd.
Gash only has
You
37.
might want to have a discussion with him first to see
Yeah,
whether he's actually going to want to.
yeah. Have the discussion.
The
If you do,
money.
I'll tell you whether you can find one.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like I assume if we're outside the shop at the moment,
Yeah.
we've been talking on comms and you've come and said there's a fire down in the thing. It's like, well, there could be someone down there on patrol or like watching. We probably want some way of dealing with them without killing them, I thought.
Why?
Why?
Because leaving bodies behind is more likely to have people.
Leaving witnesses as well.
Well, no,
Louder.
if we knock them on, sorry, if we knock them out, then they're not going to see us.
Yeah,
But he'll know that he's been knocked out.
leaving a darted person somewhere is a trace.
Yeah, so it's leaving a body somewhere.
Yeah, but a
You
body
can't-
is someone who can't say anything. A dart is someone who says, "I didn't hear anything, and suddenly I woke up with a dart in my neck."
Also,
Okay,
as a
so it's a
side
fine
note,
body.
if you've just purchased a trank gun, they're probably going to look for someone who's just purchased a trank gun.
Oh, I assume it would be fairly common though.
Also,
Not
you have
that
a
common.
you have a non-lethal
Weapons
weapon.
purchases still be checked.
You have a traceless non-lethal weapon.
Yeah, but if I walk in from underneath the city, they're going to be a bit like, huh?
In the dark.
It's up to you. If you want to purchase one, then fine, but you need to agree
Well,
this
what
is
do
what
you
your
guys
group wants to do.
Alright, we
We need to purchase a gun in the city where we're going to do something shady.
Yeah. Just get
Right.
the things that we need.
What's the next thing you're trying to buy?
Skies robes.
Are you sure?
No, he's got the money, he can buy disguise robes.
Yeah.
That's fine.
What's the point of me going and buy something when I'm like, I'd like this please, money. I don't have any money, because I spent it all on drugs for her.
Again, I'm sorry.
You saved her life. That's the important thing.
I don't say I've got a problem with it, but
You
I don't have any
seem
money.
to. You keep mentioning it.
Well, yeah, because
All right,
I
Mac.
have no money.
Okay, right, so you guys find a clothier, tailor, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves these days, haberdashery, I don't know. You find someone who sells you some cloth.
Yeah.
Alright, are you looking for someone who can make you up the robes? Are you looking for pre-made robes? Anything similar to said robes? Or are you just going to buy the cloth and drape on you like a toga? I only say it like that because I kind of want you to think about it.
Basically, I was assuming that
Right.
because like the cult of Barson apparently is quite important to these people.
Yeah.
They would probably be able to buy devotional robes, or at least something of that kind.
Yeah, you could find something similar. I'm going to say
Pilgrim
perception
robes or
check
something.
because it's not... You are trying to find something very, very specific. And yes, you would be able to find devotional robes, but finding those places would be quite difficult. So I want you both to take perception check for me.
Okay. Could I use my knowledge of Rutai culture to try and find a temple that would sell, that might possibly sell them or give them away?
Yes, definitely. So the idea is hilarious.
Never mind.
You bought
9.
A botch.
A botch. Okay, you look for a temple and see none. You're not sure whether it's because there are none here or because you just don't see one. What'd you get?
9.
9. Okay. You find like a costume shop, and you find something very similar. At a glance, you'd probably say, yeah, it's close. Especially on a human, it's close.
So basically, I find a costume shop and there's someone selling like the generic Jedi robe.
Yeah, basically, yeah. You find something very, very similar. All right. Okay.
Look close. It actually has like a Star Wars label. It's literally come from a. It's
Take
a Jedi robe.
a barter check for me because I can't be bothered to do with this shopping bullshit.
Cool.
I can't do it. I just can't.
12.
Oh fuck me! All right, you get. How many do you want?
4.
12 cowbrick.
Yeah.
All right. You can now have four almost robes of almost Barson.
Why have you only got 4? There's 5 of us.
I know.
We don't all need to be priests,
Yeah.
we could be like helpers and people who are carrying stuff.
He's also an actual priest.
Yeah.
I don't need a costume, damn it.
Germany is a priest.
Yeah.
This is the only time you don't actually have to lie. Okay.
Also, if something goes terribly, terribly wrong, you know, want a sniper outside.
Okay. So right, you have not managed to replenish your kit. Sorry, but you just didn't have enough money. It's expensive. You're trying to make bombs. I can't just hand them to you.
Half
have
the
a
kit
lot.
is useless for you at the moment.
Yeah, I know,
You're
yeah.
just carrying dead weight.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was mainly thinking of doing it just as a way to get in a talk to some dude in case we need to actually...
What were you? What information are you trying to garner?
Nothing. It was if anyone wanted to talk to someone, we need an excuse to go and talk to someone.
I just need an excuse.
No. So okay. So if you were trying to talk to someone to garner information, what information are you trying to garner?
None.
Okay.
I just said that.
You just want to chat to some dude.
Well, no, it was just if someone wanted...
He's just lonely.
It was a way of going and talking to someone. Basically, my idea was if we wanted to talk to someone or have a reason to be standing around, because, you know, if you see a bunch of people standing around in front of the Prime Minister's house going, yeah,
Well, to be fair, 2 of them
Right.
have gone off. Lola is drinking coffee, and you 2 are purchasing things.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand what you would do. That's fine. That's okay.
Go on,
that
go
was
on.
my original...
But
Oh,
I won't have a conversation about shopping just to give you guys a
no,
conversation.
literally,
to-
there's
a reason to be
nothing now.
somewhere.
We
Go
found
and
these
play
information.
fish if
Just
you want to talk to someone.
Cannot stand shopping.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So I'm
happy
going to
tell you what I
take.
want and just-
That's fine. Yeah. I can't. I know that sometimes shopping is fun, but I hate it with a fire passion. Right. Okay. You 2, I'm going to say it's going to take you again a couple of hours to do this because you are trying to find something very specific. You've tried to get this thing, got basically told get out of my shop. You spend some time chatting around with people, and you kind of get some knowledge of the comings and goings of various people. All right. We are going to go to Lola.
Hold on.
Have you dropped your sweets?
We've dropped a sweet.
Oh.
Gone into the ether. Emergency.
If you want to get up.
It's not under my care.
It doesn't really matter.
It's irrelevant. Something will eat it.
Sweet.
So the
It's
cat
more-
is
it's
it?
more the cat.
No, it doesn't matter.
Is it chocolate?
Gelatin.
No.
It's gelatin. It's not
No,
good
it's
at all.
gelatin, it's fine.
Okay.
It's pig fat, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, right. Pig fat. Not that you'll ever know, as Mac. Okay, Lola. I want you... So you are attempting to hack into what for what reason? And do what?
I am trying to hack into the work system
Okay.
to basically try and find out what the guarding system's like inside, and B, if there's sort of like a
Okay,
rota
so
or anything.
as you try and find this like workplace one, you actually find that there's only the guild hall or the house residence. There's no separate one for works. But looking through the network, you would kind of assume that anything work related would be included in the house protocols. So take a tech use to break into the house. This is tech use, not actually walking in like, I'm going to break through the window. This is you tech breaking in with your PDA.
You need to get into the house and just break the window with the PDA.
Oh.
12. Okay, yeah, it takes you some time, but luckily time is something you have right now.
Yeah.
You do manage to tunnel your way in, just about. You're pretty aware that there is something, there is an active protocol looking for something loose. You probably don't have a lot of time in the system,
Okay.
unless you make further attempts to protect yourself.
Probably
Right, you are
really
now
bad.
in the house system. What are you looking for specifically now?
I want to see if there is a rota system in terms of like the guards and what is a rota.
Okay, so like guard schedules.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go into the schedules for the guards. I'm gonna say it's fairly easy. I'll let you roll that 12. You find that they rotate every like 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, sort of. You get the feeling is as and when. You know that these people are like crewed in for this day, but they don't necessarily change it exactly the 4 or 5 hour mark. That's why it's 4 or 5 hours. It's
Yeah.
mostly when they turn up. You can tell that there are usually about 8. There are 4 who stand at the front, and there are 4 that patrol around the perimeter. There's also 2 additional staff added into the building of the panic room. What else have we got? No, it's probably all I can tell you right now from what you've got.
Okay. Okay. And am I able to sort of like insert our identities into their system as sort of like
You,
people?
I'll tell you what, take another tech use because you're actually altering something, not just seeing it.
Yeah.
You are at the moment trying to protect yourself from being found.
Yeah.
That's you can make the changes, but you need to protect yourself from being found by the protocols running around.
Yeah.
Go for it.
8. Sorry, no. 12. 12.
Yes.
12.
You can add it in, and as you put the last keystroke in, you're aware that you're probably moments from being found.
Okay.
So you've managed to add how many people you're trying to add into this rota, and
All 5
where.
of us.
And where? Are you adding it into works order? Are you adding it into the house protection? When are you putting
House
your names in?
protection.
House protection, when are you putting this in? For the next rotation? The rotation afterwards? Middle of the night?
Not the next rotation, but the rotation after.
So probably middle of the night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget Mac was planning on staying outside.
Well, I've put all 5 of us in already. So.
Because that's done.
You've put all 5 in. You're not there unless you're trying to radio them out.
Yeah.
So you're just
no.
like, fuck those guys, 5 of us.
Just put all 5 in. It's
Okay,
easier.
you put in a crew of 5 humans. Do you give them alternate names? Do you give yourselves your own names, or?
I give us different names.
Okay. I'll let you guys decide on the fly what your names are going to be.
Okay.
In fact, I'm going to let Lola decide what your names are
Well,
going to be on the
Lola
fly.
will decide. She's just written this in there.
Yeah. Okay. So you think your moments from being found, you managed to clock yourself out, or are you just going to be like, well, I'm going to turn off my PDA and hope for the best, or are you going to?
I'm gonna.
What is it you're going to try and
myself
do?
out.
You're going to hack yourself, protect yourself out.
Take myself out.
Take another tech use for me.
Correct.
Don't even know you were there. They're like, there's a blip.
Huh?
I need another beer, and the router involved in like checking this out basically goes off. So in about let's say about 10 hours time, middle of the night,
Yeah.
you guys are going to be scheduled to go in there.
Yeah.
However, as you are basically tapping away, I need you to take a perception check. This is going to be very difficult because you are engrossed in what you're doing.
Okay.
You don't use legendary point, give you +2 on the check.
Yeah, you have all of about 10 minutes left, so if you want to use it, use it. Got it, burn it.
Yeah.
You guys, I think some of you still have 2 left,
Yeah.
so you can influence stories.
Yeah,
So-
you're going to use my legendary point.
Nice.
12.
12.
No.
What?
Plus 2. 15.
15. Okay.
Where'd she get another +2 from?
Legendary one.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Oh yeah.
15. Right, so
Oh,
as you're
I do.
tapping away, and you're aware that a young man has come. Well, you're aware that a gentle being has come to sit next to you. It's a man. All right, so this dude,
Yeah.
this human male comes to sit next to you. So you're sitting in this little cafe thing, and he clicks his fingers, and another drink is brought to you while you're tapping away.
Thank you. I'm assuming it's human.
It's a human, yes.
Yes, okay. Thanks.
All right. So when you finally tap your way out and
Okay.
you look up to look at him, you can notice that his face is in shadow. He has a hood on, has a cloak, protecting himself from the sun. And you also see that he's got material wrapped around the bottom half of his face and obviously over the top of his head, and is under a cloak as well. He's obviously protecting himself either from the sun or from being spotted. And you notice that he's wearing this kind of very, very dark green shirt, long sleeve, has 4 black bands on one side of his arm, and he's wearing these kind of like fatigue type trousers. They're not camo, but they're kind of like multi-pocket, like user type thing. You also notice that you got 15, didn't you?
Yeah.
You also notice that he's got a pistol on one hip, and that he has a rifle on his back.
Okay. Hi.
Lola, yes?
I'm sorry. Do I know you?
Not yes, you're Lola, yes.
Sorry, who are you?
He puts his hand out to you. He's like, not that I have many friends, but he takes his hand back. He's like, most people know me as the Raven.
Bum, bum, bum. I'm the only one who knows who that is.
Okay.
No, you're not.
Oh.
He does too.
Can
Nice
we hear all
to
this
meet
over the
you.
comms?
Sorry, probably not.
No.
You won't be able to hear it.
Yes, they could, but no, they can't.
Okay.
And you're very aware that communication has gone dead on your behalf.
Okay. Nice to meet you. Yes, I am Lola. How can I help you?
It would appear that you and I are to get to know one another.
In what sense?
Very much in the... You've noticed he's not really moving his body very much, and he's clearly not giving you the usual signals that you expect from men. He's completely bland. He's unreadable to you.
No sexual interest.
At all.
Okay.
At all.
Excellent.
And you notice that his
This is a
eyes
new
dart
change.
around quite a lot. He catches your eyes often, but his eyes are continually darting around, looking for things and looking at people and places.
Okay.
It would appear that I have a contract upon you.
What sort of contract?
I think you know what sort of contract. You've pissed off the wrong person, I believe. I just would like to get to know you a little bit first.
Can I ask if there's anything to do with the Fitzroys?
Ah, now that would be telling. And he picks up his tea. Pulls it back up over his nose. Puts his tea back down again.
I see. Okay. And what
I
do you
need you
want
to
know?
take a perception check for me as he does that.
It was nice knowing you. He's fine.
If I
You
die,
guys
it's
are
your
unaware.
fault.
Have we noticed drops in communication as well?
Shit.
Never mind.
Legendary reroll.
Okay.
Might as well.
This is very difficult. Oh no, I guess it wouldn't.
Never mind.
5.
Okay, his shadows, basically the hood and the cloth that's wrapped around him, the shadow is too much over his face for you to properly make out his features. He's clearly sat on this side of the table for a reason, and it's because you can't see his face very well.
Okay.
And as he pulls his thing back up, you notice no significant details.
Okay. And what do you want to know?
I would like to know a little bit about you. I feel it's most rude to kill someone without at least meeting them, and I thought I'd do you the honour of not disguising who I am.
You are disguising who you are.
Most people, and he leans across the table, most people don't see me coming. One moment they are simply walking around, you know, hiding in clearings, their friends running in with Skarka creatures, and that's the last they know. But you intrigue me.
Okay.
Your company intrigues me.
Okay.
So I thought at least do the honour of meeting you.
I appreciate that, and I hope that you take into consideration the work that we do.
Your work is, frankly, I don't wish to offend. I mean, I'm about to kill you, but I don't wish to offend. Your work is amateur at best, one might say. I mean, one only needs to know that you fell out of a tree to know that.
That, yeah, that was a bad day.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to wish you the best breaking into wherever you're breaking into. And he stands. It's like, it was pleasant meeting you, Lola. Say hello to your friends for me. Let them know they may not need your services much longer.
Is it just me the contract is on?
No, that would be telling. And he just smiles and he walks away. Take a perception check for me.
This is creepy as fuck. 11.
I better roll. Holy shit. You, as he walks away, he literally stands up, turns and walks away. It's probably 3 or 4 seconds before he's completely disappeared into the dark. Sorry, into the crowd. You don't know where he's gone. He crit.
Oh.
Sorry. Just disappears into the darkness.
How my come back?
And now your comms have come back. It's probably that moment where it's just dusk. So you guys have just said that you're constantly peeking over. You guys are coming back from purchasing your wares.
Guys.
Hello, Lola.
Wow, that was freaky as fuck.
I'm freaking out.
What are you freaking out about?
Does anyone know anything about someone called the Raven?
You two do.
Wasn't there
You
a
two
TV
know.
show of that?
Wow, what a deep pull, Jay.
What about him?
He just spoke to me.
You spoke to the Raven.
Yes.
Why are we
Well,
talking to birds?
I, or all of us, he didn't specifically say, are on his list. Killed.
What kind? Oh, that kind of list.
Yeah, that kind of list, Father.
Okay. Well, he better be careful. He hasn't met Rolf yet.
Yes,
I
Father.
assume that's the name of your gun, right? Yeah, I thought so.
Does anyone actually know about the Raven?
These two do.
Yes.
Are you going
Yeah.
to tell me?
No.
You
No.
two would have probably meandered back to where Lola is sitting.
Why didn't you call for
Yeah,
help when he turned up?
I didn't call for help because the comms went down.
Oh,
they
that's
are
what
kind of
that
cheap.
was.
Yeah, so you two could communicate, but you couldn't communicate with each other. To be fair, it's probably one of those quiet periods where you're just walking back and walking back. He seems to be very smart
The
about what
comms
he
are
did.
pretty cheap, you know. Yeah, they're not the best, not. Wouldn't be too hot.
Anyway, I couldn't radio for help. And either just me or
Where
all
were
of
you,
us
Mr.
are on.
Quinn? I told you to look after her.
He's not there.
Mhm.
He's around the back of the house.
Yeah.
Sure, comms. You wandered off. I told you to look after her.
She was in a cafe, she's fine.
Well,
apparently
fucking not.
That's clearly not.
Well, let's be honest, it wouldn't matter if we were there.
Of course it
I'm
would.
not getting
What
involved.
kind of talk is that, man?
Well,
Mr. Quinn is
some
pissing me
wacko
off.
calling himself the birdie turns up. You know,
What did he look
Whoa.
like?
No distinguishable features.
Just whoa.
The moment you say something wrong about his name, a bullet flies through your face.
You are almost accurate. As you sit down, he's like, what fucking wacko calling himself the birdo. You notice that the teacup just goes ting and explodes next to you. The teacup that he had left behind.
That was his teacup.
does it leave a mark on the table?
No, just go straight through the cup.
Can we see like which direction it came from?
Take the mother of all perception check. You aren't aware this is coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to entirely be honest that a crit may save you.
No.
Take an alfresco ballistics check.
I got like a 10.
No, there's no way you're going to figure out where this bullet came from.
I was looking to see if I could see a hole anywhere, like where
No,
the
the teacup basically exploded. You would not been able to see where the hole was that caused the explosion. It just went poof.
What was that sound?
That was the teacup exploding.
Ah, damn shoddy workmanship.
You best be more careful
Hot
with
tea
your
makes
tea.
Mac, just shut up.
You're not helping me right now.
Well, come on, guys. There's no reason to worry about it for now.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there not saying anything, just looking at this part of tea and be like,
You don't know who the Raven is either, by the way.
No.
No, but I figured that he just insulted him.
Actually, that's not
closed
true.
comms
You
and-
have heard the word, you have heard the phrase the Raven
heard-
twice.
Don't know what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard the phrase, but I don't know anything about it. I'm like, I think our comms are probably being monitored, so we should probably be like careful what we say.
Cucumber,
Yes.
are either of you going to actually tell us?
No.
No? Okay, fine. I rescind my cucumber.
Let's hold on to this cucumber for a moment. Why the hell would I tell a panicking girl the most deadly assassin in the world is after her?
Yeah.
Like, no, it's all alright, some wacko called the bird. Ignore it.
That is basically like, Quinn wants everyone to be efficient.
Yeah.
Doesn't want you to be panicking about
That's
something
fine.
that you
That's
can't
they
potentially
are
do
they are
about.
legitimate character reasons.
Also, I'm
and I would
bricking.
figure as much.
Yeah.
At least not at the moment. They wouldn't tell you. No.
Okay.
Also, now 2 of the most dangerous people in the system won't be dead.
Once we finish what we're doing, if we're all still alive, I'll tell you.
Okay. Thanks.
Sounds good. Oh, he's right next to me, I think.
You still put your finger up, even though we know you don't need to put your finger to the comms.
Okay.
You're like, yeah, I don't need to do that.
Okay, shall we move from the cafe to somewhere else?
You have you just see the guards changing, so you've got about 4 or 5 hours till you're supposed to be on shift.
Yeah, I kind of just want to move away from the Raven.
Yeah, that's fine.
Move away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say that and you hear like Chris like, yeah, good luck. Oops, sorry, my bad.
I'd like to, over the next few minutes, I'm just going to kind of like check over myself carefully to see if I've got any like recording devices or anything on myself.
Okay, you guys get up and move. I assume you want to move away from where you are.
Yeah.
You go
to
find
different
another
cafe.
little cafe somewhere nearby. This one doesn't sell tea, it's just coffee. It's just a coffee shop. It's like, I don't know, Starbucks or something.
Starbucks.
Starbucks. Wonderful. You take a perception check for me.
Rolled a 1.
Do you have any rerolls?
3. Yeah.
You have like 3 minutes. You have a couple of minutes
I'll
left.
use legendary reroll. Roll a 2.
No. You pat yourself over, like very obviously, like, oh my god, you check all your buttons, like, no, there's nothing. You don't see anything.
I let the guys in on the disguise plan and say, like, yeah, I'll be across the street. Like,
Okay. Did you guys get anything for me to, make IDs from?
no, because we set up a different ID. with
Also,
prostitutes.
now that you've done them, you don't need them.
Okay.
You factor
We
in.
are now
You
part
don't need
of the
to.
guard rotation.
Yeah, you're at least now part of the guard
So
rotation.
it's just your
I
body.
need
I didn't know.
Mac to make
Also,
a
we need to have
perception
backup.
check for me, please.
You can drop the road. Huh?
I need you to make a perception check for me, please.
No.
You do not
3.
spot a particularly obvious or well hidden sniper's position that will get the house in range.
I thought you were going to say that you do not spot the red dot travelling up your
as it spells the Raven across his chest. The Raven, you're my bitch.
I just have a feeling this guy's going to have an aura of botches every time when he's doing any check involving this guy's going to be like, botch.
Yeah,
Either that, or I'm going to go off and like look for a sniping position, like find the find the perfect one, climb up, and he's going to be sitting there like, so you've arrived then.
Wow. Wonderful. Okay.
Okay. So I explained that I've got everyone on a guards list.
No beat that.
Yeah, you guys are. You guys are on the guards list. Are we going to fast forward in time? Is anyone going to do it in the next 5 hours? You guys going to continue looking over the top? You're going to meet up with your friends.
I'm mostly kind of trying to figure out how this Raven bloke was kind of listening to us
Okay.
over. Either he was listening to us over our own comms, but when you said the birdie guy, you weren't talking over the comms, were you?
He was.
He was,
sort of,
yes.
Yeah.
Are we?
He
Yeah.
was talking to us in person, but he was also talking to those two.
I just didn't know if you had your comm channel open when you said it.
No, I assume so.
We-
I hadn't been told they got back yet.
Yeah.
I've been berating Quinn for not being there.
Yeah.
Because I'm just trying to figure out whether he's like got some kind of.
But even
bug
then,
or-
it wouldn't be anything spectacular. We'd have cheap,
Okay,
crappy.
I'll tell you what. You guys have all come
We'll be
back
sitting
together.
there nearby on the same radio frequency as us.
Yeah, you guys will come back together. I'm going to let you all make perception checks to see if you can find any sort of electrical devices or any physical devices. Except
use a
you,
control?
because you've already tried.
Legendary
You've already
reroll.
looked.
Actual
It's not
botch.
A genuine botch.
Genuine botch.
13.
Okay. You got 13?
13.
13?
7.
Alright, you three don't find anything. But you, like, you're looking down at your shirt, right? 'Cause you have, like, you know, what the fuck are you wearing? And you notice there's an extra button, like, on the inside. Like, what the fuck is this extra button doing here? And you look at it, like, you're convinced that this, like,
Attached
shiny
the
metal...
label.
They're sort of, that sneaky bastard, he's put an extra button on my label! What a motherfucking idiot! And you basically begin to go off on one, and the four of you look at him like, should we tell him?
Yeah. We should.
It's up to you. Up to you if you want to tell him or not.
Every
I'm
label
not
has
going
an
to.
extra button.
Oh.
Oh, well, excuse me for not having many first-hand clothes.
Oh!
Like the grumpiest teenager known to man, we shall leave this session here.
Oh,
Are you going to punch him?
yeah.
Go for it. I will rescind that end of session.
Go on,
We know what punches can do.
do it.
No.
What'd you get?
I assume it's strength.
Yeah.
No.
It's unarmed.
Oh, attack.
Unarmed attack.
Um,
Still
attack.
Not an extra because you...
Still 6.
No, wait, no, it's 8. It's an 8. It's an 8.
Alright, you turn her like bitch and she just cuffs you in the back of the head. Like, properly hard.
Yeah.
I would like to mention you've just struck your commanding officer, but you're Black
Yeah.
Ops, so who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
And on that note, like a teenager, like a
Shell.
beating him like the red-headed stepchild you believe he should have been when he grew up. You do damage to him.
He wants me to do
I
damage.
can do
There you go.
anything.
It's fine.
I am basically his
One.
red-headed stepchild.
All right. Plus your strength.
Oh, 3. Yeah.
3. Right, so you take 3 points of damage. She
That's
cuffs you in the back of the head.
fucking
So yes, like beating the red-headed stepchild for not being your child and red-headedness. We're going to leave that session just there, and we will come back to you guys taking the new patrol. When you come back again, if you guys want to have a conversation exactly how you think this is going to go, do your planning shit before we come on air.
Okay.
That
also
was boring as fuck.
I'll also come up with the new names before we come as well.
Yeah, yes, you assign everyone their new names. So yes, in your group chat, do some sort of plan, do something, and then assign everyone their names. So when I come to it, I'm going to be knocked. How hilarious it was! All right, we're almost at time at the bar, so we better start by saying goodbye, who you are, and what you enjoyed. So thirsty, fuck thirsty. You.
I'm Killikitten, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Killikitten21.
Sweet. What did you enjoy about this week?
I enjoyed being scared shitless.
By the Raven.
By the Raven, yeah.
I love the Raven so much. I love the Raven genuinely so much. Wicked. All right, you.
I am Dead Puppet. You can't find me online yet. And I didn't really do much this week, to be honest. But it was quite fun watching these guys, like, get absolutely off their face on mushrooms.
Yeah, that was fun. That was genuinely fun. Although to be fair, you had quite a big session last week, so
Yes.
it's only really
Which is
fair.
fine.
All right, wicked. All right, you didn't do much, but you enjoyed it anyway. Mushrooms were cool. All right.
For the first
Yeah.
session, I wasn't doing much.
I'm Corone, aka Jay Shuey. You can find my short films and stuff that I'm producing at jayshuey.co.uk, jayshuerey.co.uk. For this session, I think my favourite bit was being high on mushrooms and trying to shoot people, which was really weird and stuff. Oh, and you can also find me at on Twitch at Corone_BTP.
Hey.
I'm Tech Puppet, and you can find me on bloodthirstycomics.co.uk. And probably the funnest part of tonight was going hunting and then poisoning my godparents with magic mushrooms. That was hilarious.
I'm really glad you enjoyed that. Awesome. Right. Well, that's okay. Thirsty.
Can I?
Yeah. Go on then.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. Can you?
Can you manage it?
Can you?
Maybe. Yeah. I'm Thirsty. You can find me on Twitter at _BTP. I
Almost.
really actually did enjoy being a massive hypocrite and being the only person who actually killed something during the hunting scene.
Yep.
And also screaming at a sentient table. It's all good.
Excellent. Cool beans. Alright, you can find me on Twitter at AA_Unola, UNOLA. You can also find our Liege Lord Jim at SPICED_BTP. You can find our system sort of... you can find some sort of semblance of website if you go to bloodthirstypuppets.co.uk. We have to thank Kevin MacLeod in Computech for the music.
Thank you.
Because it's fucking rad, fucking awesome, royalty free. Go check it out. He's a genius. So yeah, there's that off the list to do. What else was there? There was something else I was supposed to say. Oh yes, go check out. Go keep up to date with Carone's films. As you saw the little trailer in the break there. It's going to be awesome. I'm so rad. I'm so excited to see that. All right. Other than that, drink up, time at the bar, bitches, and adios and good night.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands!